Post is posting.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Modest Guild, where tonight we're gonna have some fun. We missed y'all last week. By last week, I mean the week before. We didn't do anything because I was at NDK, and that was fun. Had a good time. So, who wants to tell what happened last time on our Modest Guild? Will.
Been so long.
I know, it's been like, what? Almost a month.
Yeah, almost a month. That's actually about where we start. We had just finished taking out a trio of cultists, two of which were succubi, one of which was a human. That guy we took as a prisoner to interrogate. It seems to be a... the only description... I actually am wondering... Okay, we did get his name. So I cast Zone of Truth. Some hilarity ensues with Cal and Caffriel, who failed their checks with both. I think both of you got natural ones, didn't you?
Yeah, both of them got natural ones, yeah.
Luckily, it wasn't just them that failed the Zone of Truth. The cultist did as well, whose name is Charles Claribold of House Claribold, third of his name. We find out quite a few interesting tidbits, one of which is that his father is the leader of the rebellion, Charles Claribold II. And they're basically teamed up with the local cult to kind of help their cause. The leader of the cult itself is named Guy Oswald, but that might be an alias, we're not sure. And so the cult that Guy Oswald heads up is, as I said, teamed up with this local rebellion that's trying to overthrow Lord Sebastian. People in the rebellion are specifically people who are generally kind of wealthy as well. They're not like people who are, not well off, and they don't like that Lord Sebastian is an idiot and that the whole city is basically completely under all of his crazy whims, whatever he might do. They're tired of it, and they want to get rid of him and put someone else in some kind of leadership position. Also, he's kind of racist, too. He called Oliphius the Reptilian, and he also calls Lord Sebastian a barbarian because he's an orc. Part orc, yeah. So there's that, too. He also confirmed for us something that we pretty much knew, but it, just kind of sealed the deal on that this cult specifically worships the archdevil Fierna, is her name. And then as a group, the rebellion doesn't really care about what the cult does as long as the end goal of getting Lord Sebastian off the throne is completed. So he basically told us that this guy was supposed to be setting up for the rebellion leader and the cult leaders to meet later that day. And specifically, this guy was here to have some fun with his two succubi compatriots. So now we know there's the actual time and place of the meeting, and we set out to do a little bit of preparation before the night. Let's see. We get some reinforcements from Lord Sebastian. Specifically, he sends us a clown named Bongo Clownstein and a half-orc wrestler named Garnox.
Garthok is the hot.
I was going to say Garthox is what I was going to say first, but no, Garnox. And we basically set up some traps. Oliphius and Grandpa have the ingenious idea to dig out some pits and fill them with metal spikes using a mixture of mold earth from Oliphius and Grandpa's channel divinity. And let me tell you, those were the MVP because so many things fell into the pit. And I fell in the pit by
Mouse Rat.
Mouse Rat was definitely the theme song of that.
You fell in the pit.
Unfortunately, a lot of servants also died. People part of cook staff that were just prepping for the meeting. But it also worked on the cultists themselves too.
They fell in the pit.
We all fell in the pit. as the song goes.
Perfect.
Yep.
Went completely as
It
planned.
did. It was great. Our plans don't go as planned very often, but that one definitely did. So one of the cultists, most likely the cult leader, is killed by Garnox. But after being killed, he stands back up, his bones kind of popping back into place and his wounds healing. Eventually, Mihi recognizes that he must have a kind of strong connection with the Archdevil Fierna that's keeping him alive. But I think we still ended up, killing him. I actually didn't write the end of combat there.
Yeah,
Usually I just say combat happens and I'll write like important things like him not dying. But I'm pretty sure we just ended the combat, didn't we? We were able to kill him by...
You guys killed him.
Okay.
We kept murdering him until he stayed dead.
Yeah.
Basically.
My question is, what fucked me up so hard, fam? Because I have very low hit points right now.
Yeah.
We were fireballed.
Oh
You were fireballed, and also the one guy, the rebellion leader, had a cloak on that would have
absorbed magic. Yeah.
Ooh, that's
That's
rough.
the cloak
Ooh,
that made
Caffriel is not happy right now.
I'm down to 11.
I have.
Oh no, all y'all are really hurt. There was.
I've only taken 13 actually,
I'm fine.
because the fireball did quarter damage to me because I have fire resistance and I had my shield, so my shield master ability.
I have 48 wounds right now out of 60.
Oh yeah, Bongo fell in the pit too.
He did, but he's
Bongo fell
okay.
in the pit. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. He's okay though. And then he also got taken over, like mind controlled or commanded.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
terrifying.
And that's when he fell into the pit. I'm pretty sure.
No. He got suggested.
Yes,
And
that's
then Alephius did
lightning bolt. I think.
lightning bolt and
Yup.
killed the. That's what killed the rebellion leader. It hit Bongo, and when the rebellion leader died, he was like, "Oh well, I'm gonna come in and help now," and then slipped on the ice. Basically, did like a front cannonball somersault into the swoop nothing
Into the
but head
pit.
into the pit. Yeah.
Cannonballed
Most
into
helpful
the
ally.
pit, yeah.
He was the cult leader, not the rebellion leader, right?
Yeah, no, he was the
But
rebellion leader.
Or
not
the
cult
rebellion leader.
Oh, the
Yeah.
cult leader was the one who kept getting back up, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
God, most helpful ally.
Yo, he did stuff in the background. Thank you.
That we know of.
Anyway,
Actually, no, he didn't do anything that we know of.
well, he kept that too. Yeah, he played the music too
Mhm.
to make sure people didn't know anything was going on. Any hoozles.
Truly, truly beautiful.
Actually, it was a lot more than prestidigitation.
Oh no, but I
anyway.
mean me remembering the song and being able to play it to him via prestidigitation.
All right, so the chaos of the battle starts to wind down as all of you, as the last breath of the cult leader escapes his mouth and he lays still. Garnox is on the other side of the room, lifting Bongo out of the pit. Are you okay, boss? Yeah, I'm fine. It's okay. It was the spikes that went through me, but I'll live. It's fine. What? Well, that sounds like it hurt.
There should have been plenty of bodies on top of those spikes to cushion the fall a little bit for you there, Bongo.
It
Sorry.
hurts a little, but not the whole bunch.
I mean, to be entirely fair, that is the point of the spiked pit.
I can imagine, yes.
I'm very sorry that you fell into the pit.
Hey, it was funny though. You see it? You went right in, just like a ball, going straight into a hoop thing. It's like, thanks, Garnox.
I'll go about filling up the pit. I'll start using mold earth to fill in the two pits.
burying the bodies.
They're already dead.
It makes its own grave too. That's terrible.
Oliphius, we should probably, I know it's a bit dangerous there, but search some of those bodies. They might have some information on them.
Oh, yes, I guess we should do that.
In the meantime, however, quite a few of you seem to have a bit of bruises and burns, so if you could gather around, and I'll start prayer of healing.
Hobbles over to Grandpa.
At third level, because that's what I gotta use it for.
I will set up a rope and descend into the pit to search the bodies. The many, many bodies.
He descends in the pit.
He voluntarily went in the pig.
I'm not falling.
Oh wow, Garnox is really hurt. He has
well, I can heal...
Oh no, wait, he's only taken 14 wounds. Never mind.
6 creatures, so my group plus Bongo, I guess. Or actually,
Bongo
no,
actually only
everybody.
took 7 points.
Oh, well, I don't really... Okay.
There were a lot of...
Then I'll take it. So it'll be us 5, and either Bongo or Garnox, whoever has taken more damage.
Garnox has taken more damage.
Okay, then Garnox. You guys, after the 10 minutes, will get 17 healing.
Garnox is back to full.
And I will be investigating the 2 pits of bodies. 15.
Okay.
I'm guessing that's for 1.
Yeah, so in the first pit, you find a good collection of like 17 copper pieces, a couple daggers. That's really
soul-stealing daggers?
They are soul-stealing daggers.
Add them to the collection.
We could make a necklace out of these things. We really should.
Who wants to take those? I've already got a few of them.
Gabriel's just still sitting there, like, coughing smoke. Even after the healing.
I'll take... How many daggers did we find?
You found 2.
2? Alright.
Yeah. 2 daggers of soul stealing.
Okay, so I currently have 4.
Do they just hand these out at initiation? It's like, hello, welcome to the cult. How you doing? Bathroom's over there. Here's your dagger. Go get your shitty robes over here.
Yeah.
You gotta use those to badge in at all their hideouts.
It's their IDs!
Yeah! Yeah.
I will actually be upset if that is like a key card and it gets them into all their shit and never knew about it this entire time. Oh, I'll be so mad.
The gym's over there.
Yeah.
Slide your soul-stealing daggers.
You head to the left, that's the bathrooms. You head to the right, ooh, that's where the chain devil lives. Don't go there. Make sure you go left.
To
my left.
If you lose your soul-stealing dagger, it's gonna be 20 silver for a replacement. Make sure you don't let anyone else copy your soul-stealing dagger. That is against the rules.
If it actually steals a soul, it doesn't work anymore. You can exchange it over here.
You're not allowed to replace the handle.
Can I investigate the leader?
Alex is not okay right now.
also, Alex, I have 4 soul-stealing daggers too, so we now have 8. We can badge in everybody plus Bongo and Garnox plus 1 more person.
The ruler guy. Whatever his name is.
Security is gonna have a heyday with us.
Do it like Pirates of the Caribbean, you know, it takes like 30 minutes for us to get all unstrapped and it's just pulling soul-stealing daggers out of different parts of your body, just... one here, one here, one there.
So you guys, okay. So, on the body of the cult leader, you find another dagger.
Oh my god. Who wants it?
I don't have one, Grandpa!
Well, Caffrell, you have to have one.
Coughs more
They're
smoke.
all the age.
You find his platinum mask on him. I mean, it looks like it.
The platinum mask.
That is
sounds like a really
bourgeois
pretentious
as
band.
fuck.
That is really.
So the funny thing is, when you take the mask off, you don't see a face underneath. But you
Ooh.
can feel
That's
one.
a
You don't
little
see
less
one.
bourgeois.
You don't see one. You can still feel, like, if you go to touch, like, you touch a face, but you don't see one. It's covered in shadows. It appears.
I can't.
And this is
actually
on the
dispel magic.
rebellion leader that they found.
On the
this?
cult
Cult
leader.
leader.
Cult leader.
And
I would need to rest a little
underneath what looks like the robe cloak stuff, the robe, you see another cloak underneath. It's not really a cloak, it's more kind of like a mantle with like a hood.
Oh, that does not exactly seem quite natural. Hold on, and I'll sit down and begin my ritual for detect magic. The light from my alms box going around like the "there's no ward bossing" scene.
Yeah.
Can we just go ahead and take a short rest?
Yeah, that'd probably
Yeah.
be a good idea too.
Please, God, please, yes.
Because then I can get my spell slots back and I can dispel magic whatever is going on with his face.
I can also. Did I only search one pit or did I search both?
You only searched one pit so far.
How many
Okay.
times have we short rested since our last long rest?
Two?
That's a good
I don't
question.
think
I'm
any.
not sure.
I think this is our second.
Okay,
Short
because
rest?
for some reason
Yeah.
it says that I've used 3 hit die, but that doesn't seem right to me, and I'm wondering if I didn't clear it out last time.
You can use multiple hit die per short rest, so you may have used.
Oh, that might be
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That might be it. Alrighty. So we're short resting.
Mm-hmm.
May I please roll my
Use-
health?
I mean, yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Good.
phew. Okay.
Yeah, you can keep spending stuff too if you want to.
I'm going to search the second pit.
Okay.
Another investigation.
Yeah.
Okay. That's another 15.
Okay.
This one was the one to the south that primarily had workers in it. Actually,
had
only
workers
had
in it.
workers in it.
Bring on the daggers.
So they're all kind of
How many daggers?
you don't find any daggers on them.
Because they're workers, and some of them might have been rebellion, not cult.
Yeah. They were contract.
And most of the ones in this pit were definitely servants. I do remember that.
Yeah. So inside you find a collection of like fine clothing. They do look nice. You find inside a platinum tray.
Taking.
And you also find a collection of a mithril tea set.
Oh
Taking.
man, these guys.
Taking.
A
Holy
tray made out
fuck.
of platinum and a tea set made out of mithril? Oh,
What the fuck?
These bitches be bougie.
I mean, they are.
I
We
am-
knew they were nobles. At least the rebellion were. They're nobles that are against the king or the lord.
I don't feel bad about killing these rich fucks at all.
Says the rich fuck.
We are all pretty rich right now, to be fair.
Granted. To be fair, the tray and the tea set are not in perfect condition anymore.
Yeah, we can melt them down.
Yeah.
I can channel divinity and like put them into just ingots.
Or mending, if anybody has the mending cantrip.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, I have that.
If you have
Yeah.
mending, it should
Oh,
help
yeah,
fix
so
it.
After I detect magic, I'll do mending to
Yeah,
fix
since
them
it's
up.
already like in a nice thing, it'll probably be worth more than just the raw material.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then after I'm done searching the two pits, filling them in, and then searching the rebellion leader corpse.
Didn't we already do that?
No, we
No,
can
you have
search
to
the cult.
Oh,
Yeah, 2 leaders.
I forgot about. And which ones are dead and which ones are knocked out? Are they all dead? Presumably.
They're
They're all dead.
They all did.
All dead.
I couldn't remember how good we did on Mihi's crusade for not killing everybody we meet.
Yeah, everyone's
And,
dead.
Answer is not good.
The sun is still alive. Yeah, the sun.
Oh yeah, but the sun's with Sebastian right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
probably dead.
There are
Yeah.
things
Okay.
worse-
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're probably
No,
dead.
no.
You don't
There
know.
are things worse than death.
That's all.
Lord Sebastian is doing all of them.
Alright, so roll another investigation on the rebellion leader.
Okay.
I mean, one of them is guaranteed because it's literally just like the most exposed thing.
12.
All right, so you find on him a small coin pouch
God.
full of gold pieces, a grand total of, I'd say, about 100 gold pieces. You also find what looks like to be a book of some sort.
A book. How does this book look?
On the outside,
Yes.
it looks pretty ornate. Like, it looks like kind of like gold designs, like weaving like on a really nice dark leather like cover.
Okay.
And then on the body, you find that cloak. The cloak itself doesn't appear to be like burned in any way.
All right.
I will give you the cloak, so you don't have to write it out.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Then I'll remove that from mine.
Where are you?
Okay. So mysterious cloak, mithril tea set, platinum tray.
I can't get over the mithril teas.
I know. Neither can I. And coin pouch of 100 gold. Correct.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, and
Oh,
mysterious
what a-
book.
Yeah.
What's the fucking name of this cloak? I forgot.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Cabal's ruin.
Oh, you guys know what it is?
You should also know what it is, Will.
Should I?
I think.
How far in though?
Cabal.
Mm,
I haven't seen off campaign 1.
you get to probably run like
Oh,
70-ish.
that's. Hold on. Technically, it's not supposed to be identified yet. There we go.
I couldn't get into campaign 1. I'm trying, but it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard sometimes, but it's good for you.
Anyway. Yes.
Yeah, detect magic.
So after 10 minutes, you see you see some magic coming off the mask itself.
Okay.
You also see
I'm guessing the platinum mask specifically.
the platinum mask, yes. On the platinum mask, you see magic coming off of that little kind of like cloak. It's not really a cloak. It's basically kind of like a hood and like a mantle. You see magic coming off of that.
Mm-hmm.
You see magic coming off the daggers, obviously.
Yep.
And you see
T set.
you do not see magic coming off the tea set.
Damn.
That is to be sold, my dude.
You see magic. You do see like a really strong sense of magic coming from that cloak that Olithia's pulled off of the rebellion.
So are there two cloaks? There's a cloak off the rebellion leader and one off of the cultist.
So there's a cloak off the rebellion leader, and there's kind of like a mantle,
Okay.
like on the
Cult leader. Okay, I see.
And it has so the mantle has an evocation.
Okay.
You don't know what school is coming off of the cloak.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And illusion is coming off of the mask.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Did we take the mask off the face?
Cal, please refrain. I'd like to see what these are. I do have my identification spell prepared.
Hey.
I'll do that one first.
Hang on,
If
Adam.
you're so excited.
Mm-hmm.
You said the guy's face, like we could feel it, but we couldn't see anything after we took
Yeah.
off the mask.
After you took off the mask, if he still has the mantle on, you still can't see it.
Yeah.
The second you take the mantle off, his face becomes visible.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's Old Man Jenkins! No.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Alright, so yeah, I'll take the 10 minutes for each item if we're still doing the short rest.
By the just so you know, Will, if you're constantly doing all these, you don't technically do short rest.
Yeah, I didn't need a short rest. I was back to full with my healing spell, and I don't get my spells back, so Grandpa's working through the rest.
Alright.
Yeah,
I'm hungry.
exactly.
You watch as Garnox takes out the chicken leg that he had, and he starts biting into it, and Luongo's like, you know, Garnox, like, you're supposed to store those things in somewhere cold. You're not supposed to carry it around. Yeah, but like but then I won't have it on me, and then I won't be able to eat it. And when I get hungry, and we'll have to walk somewhere else to get food. Like,
Garnox, you need to invest in a bag of holding that is also cold on the inside, and then you could bring all of.
Do they make those?
I have heard of such enchantments. They call them bags of holding.
You just gave him his life quest.
Do you know where to find one?
No, there is a magic item shop in the city.
Bongo! I know what we gotta do now! Like, alright, we'll put it on the list of things to do. Right after finding a fortune teller, I have to thank these folks for giving me that suggestion.
I have tarot cards!
I have bones!
Do you?
Yeah!
How good are you at divination magic?
Well, I'm good at tarot reading, but specifically magic, are you?
So I want to run a legitimate business, so if I want to have a fortune teller, I want to make sure that it's completely, like, they can totally 100% see something.
I jab Cal in the stomach with my elbow and he laughs at Bongo.
Sick burn.
Well,
I mean, no offense. It's just if you can't do divination magic, then that's not really being a fortune teller the way I want to do it.
well, I am the strongest person here, so if you need a strong man.
I got Garnox. He's pretty strong. Yeah, I mean, like, did you not see me? I punched, like, holes in the floor.
Yeah, if I recall, neither of you could punch the ground until stone was raised. Neither you or Cal. To be honest, both of you say that you're very strong, but not even close to this large man.
I did better than Cal.
Girls, you're both great.
Yeah.
I mean, you both did okay. I mean, like, maybe one day if you keep working out and lifting heavy things and punching stuff real hard, maybe you'll be able to be like do stuff I do one day.
Yeah.
Chicken.
Inspired chicken. Yes.
I mean, I eat a lot of chicken. I mean, he does. He really is to put it in somewhere cold. But like I said, I won't be able to eat it if it's somewhere else. I need it on me so I can eat it when I'm hungry.
Summon chicken.
To be honest, you can also smoke and dry and salt meat to keep it lasting longer. You ever heard of jerky?
Grandpa, that's not nearly as fun. I'm enjoying this conversation.
Grandpa shrugs, gets back to identify.
So after a good chunk of time of like conversing about how to keep food for longer.
Yep. Very important philosophical discussions.
I think we come up with like 3 different magical business ideas again out of that conversation.
We're just gonna be so rich.
Why are we adventurers?
All right. So which one did you want to do first?
Mask first.
The mask first. Okay.
Cal is very excited about it.
Okay. So it is a mask of disguised self.
Ooh. Are these all in Lithius's inventory? Or as he was doing the searching, where are they at? Okay.
Yeah, only the dark it's the dark brown cloak is in mine. Dark leather cloak.
Oh, and Alex, did you take the 5th dagger of soul stealing that we got?
Oh, yep.
Oh no, we gave it to Capriel.
No, yeah, we gave it to Capriel.
Yeah.
No one's put that in my inventory yet.
We can't move things in inventory.
Yeah, I can't, unfortunately.
I don't
At least
think
I can.
I think if you put it into the chat, then I can drag it in.
Let me try. Sue? What about that? It's in the chat.
Let me see if it. D's for dagger. Crap. I can't add it. Someone else has to.
Okay. Well, first
No, you absolutely can.
How?
If you grab the little shield icon, you can drag it into.
That's what I'm doing.
Huh? It worked for me.
You might have to do it in the item section, not from the chat window.
Okay. Anyway, continue.
All right, what's the next thing you want to do?
Oh, did you do the you did the mask and you gave it to whoever has it?
Mask of disguise.
Okay, then the mantle with the evocation magic from the cult leader is next.
Okay, so that one is, I don't have it in Fantasy Grounds. I tried to put that in there, but I will read off what it does. It's called a shadow shawl.
Mm.
And it reads, this light gray shawl is made of opaque fabric that looks like the woven web of a spider. While you wear this shawl with its hood up, your face is hidden within a small pocket of magical darkness. You can see through this magical darkness from beneath the hood as if it were non-magical darkness. If you have the sunlight sensitivity trait, you are unaffected by the trait. Pulling the hood up or down requires an action.
It's spooky.
Ooh.
That's pretty interesting.
Well, I do love hoods and spookiness, but I don't want to take anything from anybody else who might want it.
I think this might be good for you, Caffriel, as you are of our group at least the
Right.
most known person
I was
of
just
interest.
trying to be nice. Give it to me.
Zoop.
I will write these items later.
Yeah. Oh. Who has the mask just so I can put in my notes there? Has it? Okay.
I do not want that. No,
Give what to me? What?
The mask.
Oh. Yeah, that is right up your alley. That's adorable and like. And it will.
No, it like covers the whole face.
Yeah, and remember it's this one was I think either ram or bull face.
I think
wasn't
it's
Yeah.
How long does the mask of disguise last?
It says while wearing. So I'm basically taking hat disguise and making it a mask instead.
Oh, okay.
While wearing
Yeah, that's fair.
mask, you can use an action to cast the disguise self spell from it at will. The spell ends if the hat is removed. Or
does
the
it
mask.
require
just-
attunement?
It does.
Damn.
By the way,
Actually,
you still haven't. You guys haven't cast identifying that stuff that Cal snagged off of the butler earlier.
Oh yeah, we haven't, have we?
No,
Did we give
but you
stuff
didn't have enough time. You didn't have time until just now. Though.
Yeah.
There was the pouch.
It was a pouch and gloves.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll get to those ones as well then in this process. So now the cloak.
All right. So since oh god, where is it? The dark. Okay, so it is put under dark leather cloak.
And who is that?
It's in Oliphius's thing.
Okay.
So this cloak of dark. So it's called Cabal's Ruin.
Is it now?
Yes. There you go. I put it in chat.
And what it do?
It do some shenanigans.
Did you put it?
It's in Oliphius's.
Yeah, we were talking about this.
So, do you want me to describe it? Will?
Yeah, go ahead. I was just
Okay.
reading it in the chat.
Oh, okay. This cloak of dark leather and gold trim seems to occasionally shimmer with small sparks of blue energy across the shadowed lining. This cloak has 4 charges and regains 1d4 expended charges daily at dawn. When you're a target of an enemy spell, you can use your reaction to have the cloak swallow part of the spell. The cloak gains a number of charges equal to the spell level of the triggering spell. You are still subject to whatever effects the spell would normally inflict on you. You cannot use this ability again until you finish a short or long rest. When you hit with an attack, you can choose to expend any number of charges from the cloak, dealing an additional 1d6 lightning damage per charge expended,
Ooh.
which is inflicted on the target of that attack. If your attack strikes multiple targets, you must choose one target from the group to be subject to this damage.
Hey, that's good.
It's really good.
I thought it had other properties.
It what?
Okay.
Huh.
And it requires attunement.
Yeah.
So, who wants this?
I would like it, but Cal also has a bit of the lightning theme going on, so it may be good for him.
Has Cal been subject to very many magical attacks? Who would be the most likely target is the question.
Does it prevent any damage, or is it just...
No, but unless where you're the target of the magic attack, you can't absorb
Gotcha.
the... So...
I got the other spooky cloak, right?
Yeah, you did.
Other spade.
So you can make it conceal your face.
Dope.
That probably looks pretty cool.
If we are going to Vados, I would request the use of that cloak.
Too bad, bitch!
Well, no, you should have it right now.
Yes,
Yeah,
but if we go
but-
to Olympius' homeland, I think it would be
The
good.
mask would avail you better.
Yes, okay, no, I'll take the mask. Mihi, you take the cloak?
Okay.
Or the...
I can do that.
And... Also, if it takes up the reaction, I can't counterspell.
Hmm.
Well, I'm gonna have to
So-
unattune to some.
You have 3
Um,
things already?
One of them is the talking
How?
doll that I sent to Mihi's mom, so that one.
I don't think that
isn't
requires
doing-
attunement. That's a common item.
It required attunement so that it could actually carry her messages with it. When she becomes unattuned, the messages stop working,
Oh.
according to the item description. So, and then I have a wand of web that I haven't used. Also, ironically, I just realized I have a wand of conducting that may have been helpful for the orchestra music that we were talking about earlier.
Oh well.
How do you
oops.
have so many magic items? I think I have like one attunement.
I mean, a lot of them are like very minor, so we have
Yeah,
quite a
I
few.
just-
We've
I
gotten
really-
quite a few like minor magical items.
Actually, I don't think my scale mail required attunement. The cold resistance?
I thought it did.
Did it?
Armor tends to.
The ring of free action that we all have requires attunement.
Yeah, that's basically the one that I have, and then I have a wand that I've never used. So
Mihi, if you're not using that mask, I might take that one myself. I stick out quite a bit.
I thought we were giving it to Olympius.
Oh, really?
When he returns home.
I thought he said he wanted it when we go to.
When I go home. Or
Yeah.
when we...
Okay, then yes, by all means, Grandpa.
Ooh, thank you.
Um,
And I'll put
Now-
it on, and I'll change myself to. Alright, it takes an hour for attunement, so I'll work on attuning to that.
As
What?
odd as it sounds, now that my face is fixed, I find that I don't want to hide it anymore.
Oh, well, that's just nice.
Here,
and...
Colleen.
What?
I think you put the item in your.
What's it
In
called?
the-
Yeah, I put the actual. It's just scale mail armor of cold resistance.
Oh, okay, cool.
Can you
And-
put Cabal's Ruin in mine, Adam?
Sure.
Can you not drag and drop it from... I don't know how this works,
I keep trying that and it doesn't work.
I think
Okay.
you have to be like, it has to be like revealed to you.
Can you put the mask of disguise in there, Alex?
I don't have the Mask of Disguise.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
Okay, hold on. So Mihi, inventory.
I've got it. Olympius
Okay.
gave it.
Oh, it worked. Oh, cool. Awesome.
Yeah, it worked. And I'm gonna tune.
How did you do that? Alex?
I dragged the little shield icon into the chat, and then I guess
Then
I
Sarah, you dragged it.
dragged the shield into her inventory.
I tried that and then it didn't do anything, and then your message popped up like 5-6 seconds later.
Yeah, it even
Like,
shows Oliphius Tumihi
Gave it to
Cabal's
me.
Ruin in the chat.
Huh.
Let's see. What if we right-click it?
Okay, so Grandpa, I'm going to put in Hat of Disguise for right now, but I will switch it out with the mask
Okay.
eventually.
I mean, I can just change the name, right?
I don't think you can.
Okay.
Oh, you can. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm a liar. There we go. I
Does
think I did it. Oh, God.
You did?
Yeah. There we
Yeah,
go.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Oh, what if it's this? Hang on. I'm gonna try with the water skin again. I'm gonna
Yeah,
drag
just
it to Mihi. No?
Does the cloak require attunement?
It might say on the item if
the
you
Shadow Shell? It does not. Shadow Shell does not require it.
Okay. Has that
Oh,
been
nice.
in my inventory?
It's not in Fantasy Grounds yet. I'll have to put that
Oh,
in.
okay, cool. Yay, it doesn't require attunement. I can still use it. Ooh.
We should also identify the gloves and satchel.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and start doing that as well. So I'm basically spending an hour. Well, that makes sense. I'm spending the hour, and that's how long a short rest is, so.
Alright.
And, yeah, never mind.
Alright, so you find out that the pouch that he got off the butler is another diplomat's pouch.
Oh, okay, so that's the other one. I believe, Mihi, I think you have the first of these pouches, so it looks like this is the sister pouch to that one.
Oh, it's not. So
diplomat's pouch.
diplomat's pouches aren't just paired. Like, you can send anything to any diplomat pouch.
Oh, really?
It's exactly
Owns
that
another
in
diplomat
character.
pouch.
Each diplomat's pouch has like an address, so if you know whose it is,
Oh.
you can send it to them. But this could be a helpful tool to give to one of our allies or somebody who does not have a diplomat's pouch.
Well, we have two. Should we split the two between our group, or maybe give one to, say, Lady Enora, perhaps?
I actually think in case we get separated, keeping it between us might be a good idea for now.
That might be good. Which of us leaves off the group on their own?
Who wants to
often?
be pen pals with me? Who wants to be pen
And once
pals
was
with
enough.
me?
If we ever split up, the most logical idea, or the
I
most
have
logical
really good
splitting would
handwriting.
be Caphriel, Mihi, and either Grandpa or I, and then Cal, and then the other casters who haven't already gone with Caphriel. So
I
if
kind
the
of
diplomat's pouch goes between the two tanks,
I think more we should try and separate
What
the
is a
group has
tank?
a little bit of healing magic. Maybe.
sorry,
So
tankard.
Grandpa is absolutely covered in bags. He's got his old bag, he's got his bag holding diplomat's pouch, tool belt.
No, I would like to keep the one that I already have, but if we just think about if we ever get separated or if we have to go our separate ways for a little while, just have like a pre-established group of like.
Well, sounds good to me.
Fine with me.
I mean, we could do our original split with reptiles and mammals, but I feel like we have kind of grown past that. At least I would like to have.
Have we?
I
so
feel
as
like
well.
we have.
Mihi glare, like immediate, like icy glare.
Works for me.
Wait, what are the groups?
Aliphius and Mihi are the two diplomat pack owners.
And then we'll just split off accordingly.
Yeah, if we ever like need to, because it doesn't require attunement, right?
Correct.
Alright,
actually
and the
grab
other
it.
one. So, Cal, in your inventory, it's labeled as pure white cloth gloves.
Who's gonna keep the pouch?
Aliphius and you have the diplomat's pouch.
Okay. Can I spend some time figuring out each of the diplomat's pouches' addresses and making sure that Olympius knows each of them?
I think it's just as long as you address it like you think of the person as going to when you put the thing in. It's not like I have to memorize the address like it's like an address on
Okay,
there.
I wasn't sure.
I know this person has a diplomat's pouch.
Okay.
My address is 785. Go fuck yourself.
No, they're all like symbols. They're all like cool like symbols and squiggly stuff.
Hieroglyphics.
Yes.
His has a middle finger in it.
A lizard flipping off a monkey.
Or no, his is just like Oliphius freeze framed in an eye roll, like
That's embroidered. That has to be.
I mean, it says intelligence modifier plus proficiency bonus.
What?
I can read out loud of class, or I mean, yeah, it's true. Grandpa's the one who sees it.
I don't know what they are. I cannot open that. I'm getting the same error that Colleen posted. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's take a look at these ones.
Can I just say, Grandpa, I love your ability to identify things.
Well, when you've worked as a merchant for as long as me, you really need to know what people are trying to sell or what you're trying to buy. And it does indeed come in handy.
And I love that about you.
Oh, I love you too, Gabrielle.
And I
Anyway,
love you,
these
Grandpa.
gloves, you can immediately make a flammable material in your hands burst into flames. And if you so choose, if you find yourself without a weapon, perhaps, you can reach out and grab someone and really superheat their body by touching them. It's a lot like my heat metal spell, but in the palm of your hand, if you will.
That
Miki looks very uncomfortable.
Oh, that sounds less.
Who
Don't
likes
forget-
fire in
don't-
this group?
Don't
Someone
forget,
does.
Grandpa. You also, regardless if you superheat it, you also take fire damage yourself.
Yeah.
Well, that shouldn't be me. That should probably be Cal. He tends to be the closest person to superheat metals, and also he's resistant to fire.
Grandpa, maybe you could
I actually am
help
also resistant to
craft.
fire. Yeah, actually, that could be quite interesting.
Less combat and more of, craft-based. That might be helpful.
I do sure like crafts.
Just one request, please. Keep them
Yeah.
with me.
Oh, of course. I mean, they're not always going on. You have to will them to do the burning part. Otherwise, they're just fancy and white.
What do you think he was using these for? Was like when he was bringing out a tray of food, would he superheat the plate?
Ooh, that's like your ability that you use for your good pal Grumbles.
That's so much easier.
You're muted, Cal. Yeah, you do that.
Right.
Oh, if there are no objections, then I'll take these.
Go for it.
Sounds like a good idea.
Just Grandpa with really nice white gloves.
I'm just picturing the Michael Jackson glove, to be honest.
There's two gloves. There's two gloves. It's not just one.
Okay. If you could put that in my inventory, then, please.
Do they require attunement?
They do not.
Oh my
Hell
gosh.
yeah.
That's so cool.
But the thing is, it's because it will hurt you at the same time.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Well, it can do at maximum 2 damage to me, so.
While
Shit, where'd it go?
While Grandpa keeps identifying stuff.
That was the last one, but yeah.
I mean, like during the 20 minutes. Once I'm done searching bodies, burying bodies, I'm gonna pop open this. Oh, eh. Yeah.
Ethan, did you delete the gloves off of your inventory? Oh, okay.
I'm gonna pop open that book and start reading it if I can.
You open it and yeah, open it. No, you open it and the more and more you look at it, the more you realize it is a spell book.
Ooh.
But I can't inlay spells. I don't have my own spell book. Damn it. I do have Ritual Caster, but I can't like put non-ritual spells into it.
Not with that ass.
True. I will start reading through them. What do we got there, buddy?
Hold on. I'm trying to find where the fuck the gloves went in Grandpa's inventory.
I mean, they're not in my inventory. You just...
I put them in there.
Oh, you did? I didn't see it.
Yeah. Where the fuck are they? I put them in there, and they're just not in there.
Yeah, I don't see them.
What the shit? Gloves of the Hearth.
Put them in chat. Maybe it put the abyss.
No, I put them in this fucking thing.
It should sort out.
Or they might be. They might, for some reason, they might be labeled as pure white gloves. Here, hold on.
Mine sort by look.
They are. They are. It's labeled as pure white gloves because they're not. There we go. I need to.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
For some reason, mine likes to sort by what I have as the location. So, like, for all my attuned ones, I put location as attuned in all caps to remind me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been sorting mine similarly.
Olympius, can I just say that I love how you read books?
Are you feeling alright, Catherine?
Alright?
Absolutely! I just love you guys.
Grandpa, can you spare?
Yeah, it's suck the fuck
Grandpa
out of
like pats down his body, looking around. Like, did he cast Zone of Truth while he was doing the identification?
Fuck! I need to roll deception, don't I?
Do we have
Yes.
friend advantage?
Hold on a second.
No.
Olympius
Oh,
does
I
not get it.
believe, yeah.
Olivia
But
just doesn't
everyone-
care.
Everyone else knows that she's just trying to cover her ass from last time.
From last time, what?
being
When she accidentally dropped some truth in that zone of truth.
But there is no Zone of Truth right now.
No, she's just trying
Oh,
to be
okay, I
like,
see what you mean. Yeah.
and I love you guys, and
I
I
see.
love everybody.
I
Did she
see.
say anything particularly mean? All the thing
No,
that I remember
it's
was the
because
confession of love.
That's what she's trying to cover, yeah. By saying she loves other people. Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Alright, on the same page. Sorry, I am an idiot.
Grandpa's going to take a piece of paper and just like sizzle it. Ooh. And then I'll get to work mending the mithril tea set and the platinum serving tray, which are words I never thought I would say ever. Oh god. You're gonna not put those in my bag, thanks.
Try.
But it has to fit within the...
To be fair, you could always fit the bodies in.
Also no, and... Cal...
No, that's
I mean,
terrible.
perhaps, but I'm not willing to try.
Hey, buddy, how's your holy symbol looking?
Do we need to bring the bodies? How would they be helpful?
Well, I have if you're worried about appearances, I have this blanket I can roll at least one up in, and then doesn't look as much like we're carrying a body across.
Couldn't we just leave someone here, tell him where they are, and then have the guard handle it? That seems more on the up and up rather than...
Bongo and Garnox, do you specifically... Oh, you don't work for Lord Sebastian, you're just mercenaries, correct?
I mean, I wouldn't consider a third scenario. I just remember, like, he came and asked us for the favor, and we said we would do it, and,
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you were, say, like, official on his payroll, if you have a badge that you get into his castle with.
No, not really.
Tag it for us.
Like I said, Gennard just kind of come and found us, and then...
I think it'll be fine. If any of the guards ask why we're carrying around a body, we can just tell them we're on official business for Sebastian. If they have issue with that, they can talk to him. I'm sure they'd love to.
I think,
to be honest, do you think this is the weirdest thing that Lord Sebastian has asked someone to do?
No, not at all.
So, I think this might be a bit par for the course.
Yeah, there's like a collective moment of the entire group being like,
Yeah.
all at the same time.
Well, I guess, shall we then?
Sure.
Who's
Is someone gonna cover up this hole, or are we all gonna have to jump?
No, Olivia's covered it.
Yeah, Olympius did that after.
Yeah,
searching
I was doing
bodies.
that after.
I thought you... Oh, after, okay.
Yeah,
I thought you said
after
you
each
stopped
time
doing
I searched a pit, I filled it back in.
Oh, okay.
R.I.P. the pit. We will remember thee fondly.
Oh, that won't be the last time!
R.I.P. the period.
And
I'll do
grab
the other
other.
one.
You were
Okay.
gonna say on
I
the
got
loose gravel.
Ethan, just from our own knowledge, which body are you putting over your shoulder?
Oh.
Good to know.
Oh, on the cult leader, I'd actually like to check, if we haven't already, some of the clothing or anything for if there's like a symbol of any kind, if it shows if they are part of like the Rampaging Ram or a different group, perhaps.
And does his face look familiar?
Did I... Oh, I haven't yet, because I do have a symbol for the Rampaging Ram made.
Oh, you do?
I finally
Oh,
have
man.
one.
Oh,
And I don't
man.
have it in Fantasy Grounds yet, so give me
Oh, no!
Oh no.
yeah!
Garnox, what was that all about? Why did you run through that wall?
Hi, Beth. Wrong voice. It's just, I had this, like, inclination to do it, and just... I messed up on the thing. Oh well, it's just gonna be a really weird, random, like, white line behind it, but just so you're aware.
That's fine.
You see this white line here gives us indication that they're clear.
Okay. The Rampaging Ram. Okay, I'm gonna get a copy of this to add to my lore book.
Okay. With the spell book, there's one of these that I can transcribe into my ritual book.
Maybe there is something that Yenora could tell us.
What do you mean by? No, it's a standard spell book. Though I don't mind giving her the spell book, it's kind of useless to me.
Oh, is it any good for any of your the research you've been doing on mammalian magic?
I could certainly go through it a couple times before giving it to her. I certainly intend to.
I just would hate for you to lose any materials that would help further your goals.
Just knowing though, he could have really, really hurt us with some of these.
Oh. Any particular favorites you found in there?
Ice Storm, Cone of Cold. What were the other ones? Greater Invisibility, Fireball, which he used. Fly, Counterspell, which he used. Misty Step, which, boy, I wish I could use.
He used that one as well, I believe.
Yes, he did.
And you really can't learn these spells from these books. It's unfortunate that's the case. There are quite a few in here.
Yes, I know. I'm very, very, very sad that I can't actually use them. Reading spells doesn't actually do anything when I do it.
It's almost like your rich peopleness is what gives you your power. Is your middle name Chad? Olivia's Chad Zanola.
You got me.
See, I think it'd be like
Come
Chad,
on, let's
but
go.
longer, like Chadwick.
God, if we run into
Chadwick.
someone named Chadwick,
Oh, just wait.
Writing
Let's-
it down in the notes.
we
make
Yeah.
our way
make our way back to.
Personally, my middle name is Micah.
Anyway, so where you guys heading? All right.
Technically, Cal's middle name is Cal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If
Sally.
Sally's a girl's name. Does your parents not like you?
a request.
God, that was very inappropriate. You must apologize. I'm sorry. I just say things I don't think about it.
It's good that you admit that. Anyways, I have a request in that I need to see if there is a purveyor of rare materials. I need something very specific for your sword.
Can it wait until after we have
Oh,
dropped off the bodies?
Absolutely.
You mean we're not just gonna go into a merchant shop?
I'll trade you this dead
a
body
discount.
We'll just weekend at Bernie's and like, oh, this is a really important noble. Maybe you'll give
Or-
them a discount.
Or it's like, wait, where did you get that body? Well, this is the last person that didn't give us a discount, so consider this when answering.
Now you're thinking with Gab. Oh, come on, Cal. Don't
Okay,
be
so
like
Cal's got
that.
one. Who's got the other?
Me.
Caffrel does.
She
of
drops
course.
up after him with like the other body in her bicep.
He hangs back.
Yep. Grandpa's gonna hang back with Olivia's, and I'm guessing Mihi as well. I don't know if Mihi's going ahead with the other two. And he'll use his mask of disguise to change into Caffrey. Go, oh, I'm so strong, and then Cal, oh no, I'm much stronger. And then gets back to himself.
Does disguise self change your voice too, or just your physical?
No, I think I'm pretty sure it's just physical. I'd have to look at the
I
spell,
feel
but
like it'd be better if you did like a terrible impression with your voice,
Wait,
but
but the-
perfect, like visually.
Mihi
yeah, I
sits
think it's just
behind
visual.
and
It is?
dies.
Okay.
Just
Oh,
dies.
I wish you had prestidigitation. Then
I
you
have
could imitate the
thaumaturgy,
voice.
but that only makes me louder.
I-
Which honestly would probably fit it better, but he was trying to do it quietly.
Amazing.
Yep.
So we make it to the castle.
So you guys, as you guys are on your way to the castle, like you guys, like some of you guys are getting like dirty looks because you have a noble literally like on your
Well,
shoulder.
I did roll one of them up in the blanket.
Which one?
The noble.
Probably the rebellion leader.
All right, so
Cause-
so Charles.
Yeah, Charles II. Charles.
Senior.
that was his name,
Charles
right?
the Second.
Yeah, Charles II. So you're not getting dirty looks then. Just people are kind of looking at you guys weird because you have, a giant like rug and then also like a fucking dead body just over the other one's shoulder.
Don't worry, official Lord Sebastian business. You know how it is.
You say that and most of the people are up and just like.
I told you guys.
Do they look
See?
as done with his shit as the guards at the castle do, or?
No, looks like most of the populace is like you say they're like, oh, okay, like they're kind of accept it and just like go on, like nothing like.
They're not
like,
dead
oh.
inside. They just know
Yeah,
this is
they're
the
not dead.
norm.
Just like, oh, okay, and then just like let it go. Once you guys make it to the castle grounds, you found more.
Mar?
You found more.
Oh, Mar, okay. I thought the person's name was Mar. I was like, what?
You know. We forgot to ask this. Does the cult leader's face look familiar in any way, shape, or form after we take off the mask?
The cult leader does not look familiar.
Okay, continue.
It is not Jenkins.
Jenkins is too crafty to go down like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have you bought yourself anything nice lately?
Yeah.
I know. He is a man of good taste.
I'm a man of expensive taste, too.
Exactly.
He told us it
well.
pays very well.
Yeah.
To put up with Lord's...
It better be.
Yeah, they have to deal with Sebastian. It had better pay well.
Alright. Do you want to see him, or you just want to hand him over?
Well, there's a tiny hang-up, being that they're a teensy bit dead. They're a little bit dead as fuck.
That's fine.
There was no way around it.
Nah. Alright. Follow me. He stops and looks Cal dead in the fucking eye and goes, I swear to all the gods on this world, you pull a stunt like you did again. Don't. Just don't. You know what? You give that body you're holding to someone else.
I'll take both of them, Cal. I can.
I will not let you guys in if he's holding a body.
Give me
Give
the
it
body,
to Grandpa. God damn it.
Please don't fight.
Alright, and turns and starts leading you guys. He leads you guys over to the throne room. Still in the same decoration you guys saw that earlier that day.
To be honest, I expected it to be completely redecorated again within 2 hours.
Is Bongo and Garnox still with us?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. Caffreil's like low-key glaring at Bongo for being like fucking funny clown, mean funny clown, bitch.
Fucking.
Like, she was afraid of clowns before, but now she's like, clowns are assholes.
He didn't do anything!
He just did a accidental sick burn. That's all it was.
he didn't mean it as an insult.
You're just mad because I love everything, Cal. Uh-huh.
Anyway, so he leads you guys to the throne room. And so yeah, Garnox Garnox kind of like looking like wide-eyed, like, oh, this is nice stuff. I wonder if he's got one of those bag thingies that y'all are talking about. Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Yeah?
Oh no. Oh no!
Oh, I hate you.
I hate you.
Cal may be aligned some kind of good, but Ethan is aligned chaotic evil.
I'm pretty sure that Cal is chaotic evil.
This is gonna be the perfect time to refill my drink.
Chaotic chaos.
Alright, anyway. So,
God.
yes.
Fail.
Oh god, I don't think Garnox's insight's that good.
Fail.
I
Fail.
can't
doubt it.
imagine it.
Yeah, his insight's a -1.
Oh, great!
Oh no!
Roll 17.
Yeah, it's a 4.
Oh.
Oh, really? If he's really strong in the jab, for sure I'm gonna do it.
Oh, really?
Roll me another deception.
Alex, are you intentionally muted?
Yeah, it's a 2.
No, I'm not talking!
Oh, okay.
Oh wow, yeah. If he's as strong as you say, I'm really excited now. All right. Really? Oh, I'm gonna have to try it now. All right, oh yeah, for sure.
Is no one back there with him for this madness?
He hung back. He specifically hung back, and I have to go drop off the body.
Yeah, you and I know are further into the
Otherwise, I'd
bodies.
be on Cal duty, like I always am.
Are you though?
I
You
didn't
know-
say I was hanging back to Bongo and Garnock, and I know Oliphius wouldn't.
Yeah.
He trusts
Motherfucker,
people
alright.
like a fool.
Hmm.
Like a fool.
All right, so eventually you guys get led into the throne room, where Sebastian is sitting on his throne, and he sees you guys come in. He's like, the cavalry has arrived. You have brought some more. And all of a sudden, Garnox like steps out in front of everybody, like makes his way over towards him. And
Garnox,
Garnox,
excuse
no.
me.
Sebastian is like,
Ho ho, you're
why,
approaching
hello.
me.
What can I
Okay,
do?
arm
What can I
wrestling,
do
not
for you?
Can
And
I
Garnox
do an
goes,
insight in this moment?
sure, yeah, you can do an insight.
Grandpa sees him walking forward and just goes, "Oh, Gunnar!" And then points.
14.
14.
I mean, he's walking up, and like he's like excited, like he's excitedly walking up towards Sebastian.
Oh.
Eyebrow to this situation.
Gunnar like starts taking a step forward,
Oh
and
god.
Garnox is too quick and gets to Sebastian. He's like, "Here, the blue man over there said that if I beat you in an arm wrestling contest, you'd give me a bag of colding," is what he called it.
The blue man. Look, snap. Look. Everybody
All eyes turn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes, you look at
Olympus is
Olympus,
also blue
everyone
right
else
now.
looks
Yeah, everyone looks at Cal.
Oh,
Everyone looks at Cal. Cal looks at Olympius.
I look at Olympius because
Oh, come on. You know Olympius.
No,
You took this from Olympius?
no, because Cal is teal and Olympius is like straight up blue.
Oh, no, I get that. But the
Gabrielle is a
the intention of...
No, actually,
And,
me
and
is
she
blue
knows
too.
the difference between crimson and like mauve, and she's just like blue.
I'm not talking just about the color, but the intention of the act.
Olympius.
I would be deception for
Oh
sure.
man,
That's
Olympius is
deception.
mischievous as fuck.
22.
Holy
And
shit!
so everyone, oh my, that's pretty good.
All right, I'm gonna.
Why'd you roll insight? You know you didn't do it.
That's true.
I know.
Oh, I got a 5. Yeah, head immediately swivels towards Olympius because he's Grandpa.
Grandpa grabs Cal's ear and pulls him forward. Tell the class what you did. I pinched the ear harder and like bend him downwards.
Oh, what are you doing? Clearly, is trying to mess
not
with
fight.
It is clear Olivius may be blue, but he wouldn't do something as a prank.
You guys suddenly hear. You guys suddenly hear.
Grandpa is always right.
Pum, 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 you guys look over and you watch as Garnox and like Sebastian are like have gripped each other's arms and are like doing an arm wrestling contest.
I mean, probably Garnox,
Who wins?
but
Garnox does for sure.
No, who wins? The Grey Render. The Grey Render.
everyone loses.
So yeah, so like it's like you watch Sebastian puts up like somewhat of some sort of strength and then goes down immediately. And Garnox goes, "Here, I win! I get the bad thing!" And just Bongo's sitting there like,
Oh no!
Oh, I'm staring daggers at Cal.
Oh no! always right.
Capriel, he is clearly lying.
Cal is always
He is not lying. He's always right.
That is still not a proven thing, by the way.
He's
He
gonna
got
walk
hit
up
by
to Cal.
lightning.
Yes, that was bad.
But he
walking up to Cal, giving him like the best puppy dog eyes she possibly can, and be like, Are you lying?
Clearly he is not.
Cal.
Why would
No,
he
to Cal.
ever lie?
Are you lying, Cal?
Hey,
You rolled
Meanwhile,
deception, you bitch.
Roll
You gotta roll it again.
Roll it-
This is a
roll
separate
another.
instance.
Grandpa's gonna let go of his ear and walk over to Garnox and say,
Natural one, motherfucker!
I'm also gonna roll my insight.
Can't handle the Mihi. Can't handle the Mihi eyes.
You
I
lie?
cannot believe you.
Meanwhile, you guys are having this like
Yeah.
in-party conflict of Cal, and just you hear like Bagoog like being ripped to shreds in the background.
As he says it's really funny, we see Bagoog being thrown right behind him.
Boom, like slaps into the wall.
all the guards rushing in, like shields raised and stuff.
I trust
You hear in the background, guys. Oh, that's so cool! I like that.
Touch his hand again.
Oh no!
How could you?
I cannot believe you.
No.
No, I'm
we
not.
are upset you lied.
I just
Really,
don't
that's
like.
the thing you're upset about?
I just don't like. I just don't like Gnar having a worse day. To be honest, I've worked in retail. I still work in retail. I'm still dealing with people all the time.
Calzarel, I do not love this.
I love you using that word so forcefully now.
You cannot say that. You can't say I do not want to apologize and then apologize anyway. That does not help
That kind
anything.
of cancels the other out.
It's about the thought and intention behind it, not about saying hollow, empty words. Salutatorists.
You know what? Mihi is always right. That
Bagoo goes flying again.
Capriel walks up to Mihi,
Yeah,
links
like,
arms with her, and says,
Snugglebug's already gone, and Bagoo gets thrown across the room again.
Thank you. I think.
I love that about Mihi, that she's always right. What has this been then? This whole thing about people raising their voices at you, has this not been people yelling at you for this? You're gonna go get stared at for this. Go, 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 go.
He is not mad, he is disappointed.
That's worse. That is worse.
We need to talk to Sebastian.
You know what?
As much as I enjoy this very moment, we need to talk to Sebastian.
This is why we thought you did it.
Oh no, I'm not talking about Bagoog, though he is hilarious. I'm talking about this whole disillusionment of Cal and the ending of the Cal is always right thing. I'm very much appreciative of that.
Nope. Mihi is always right.
I
really
don't-
Sebastian.
I don't think it's wise for someone to be considered always right all the time. That just seems ridiculous.
Mihi is the
Wait,
new
Grandpa,
leader.
aren't you
Mihi is always
religious?
right.
Yes, what does that have to do with anything?
Shouldn't your god always be right?
I mean, that's a god, and I mean, I don't know if he's always right. He does a lot of things. He's the god of change. Change sometimes is right, sometimes it's not.
Fair enough.
It's not me to decide.
That's fair. I guess. Yeah. Alright.
Much better than other religious people I've.
That's better than my
Gonna go over to
patron
Sebastian.
telling me to like ditch you guys and ditch Cal and.
So Oliphius, as you're like, I'm gonna, and you look over and you just watch Sebastian just like watching, like intently.
Shrugs.
Have you had a fun
Day.
show?
Day.
Oh, yes. I've had. Today has been marvelous. Snugglepug doesn't get out of his cage terribly too often, and having him able to run around and get some sort of exercise is always pleasant.
I look over at Gunnar to see his expression.
It's just like,
If for some reason you do have a bag of holding that is cold on the inside, Gunnar's and digestive system would really not Gunnar. Garnox's digestive system would really benefit from such a device.
I mean, he did beat me in an arm wrestling contest, so of course he can have his bag of holding. And you're
Wait,
gonna
that
start out and go,
exists?
yes! I knew it! The blue
That's
man
a-
was right!
But you
That's
should
a
make
real
Calzarel
thing?
pay for it. You should make Calzarel pay for it. It was his fault. He
Why
was
would
the
he
one
have
who
to
promised
pay
it.
for it? This gentleman showed his skill of strength, and obviously he must be rewarded for it.
You have started an awful, awful thing for this town. That people that
You know what?
beat
That
Sebastian
checks.
in a...
That checks. All right.
It's on brand.
So
Did someone say they wanted to do an insight check? I can't remember.
No, I don't think anyone said that.
But
Okay.
if you're
I thought I heard
offering,
someone
I'll
say
take
that.
it.
So
But if you're offering...
I mean, if you
To
want,
be
I just
fair,
thought I heard someone say that. So
It's
I
a
was
good
like,
idea for our group. Like if you don't hear something correctly, it's probably somebody asking for an insight check.
That one.
So
and
fun.
Dirty
Olivia,
20!
your roll's not been very good today, Alex.
Dirty
They've been 15s up
20,
until
dirty
now.
Oh, really? Okay.
20, dirty.
Cafarel and Mihi, you get the sense that like he's literally just doing this because like Garnox said so, and he's just having fun with it. So why not?
Yeah, that checks.
Yeah.
But Olympius, you like either you just stop caring, or like you're like, oh no, that's a new thing now, or both.
I don't want to roll an Arcana check. I feel like it's the I don't give a fuck at this moment.
Yes, I noticed.
It's a blanket, but I put it down. Unroll the blanket.
Interesting. Ooh.
Should probably keep a sword in him at all times, just in case.
Why, if you do that, then what I want to do to make sure I can talk to him wouldn't work anymore.
What exactly is it that you're going to do that will allow you to talk to him again?
Oh, I have connections.
Alright.
Connection to... I don't suppose... It's interesting.
Why, if I gave away all of my secrets, then I wouldn't be able to have them, now would I?
I mean, that is the definition of a secret, you're right.
So, especially the cult leader. We don't really care about what's-his-face noblemen. At least I don't.
Yes.
Why do you need to talk to him so badly? I
We
just
have
assumed that you were doing clearing cults out for the good of the world, as adventurers seem to do.
It's more a running theory that we have, or at least that I have.
Yes, this is
That,
the second large city that we've come to with a cultist infestation of this lichen. Well, we think this town's group is related to the last city's group we were in.
And that
So it's a bit of a curiosity, connecting dots, if you will.
And we think that leader is still at large, so any additional information would help save lives.
And the one of the towns that we passed through had an unfortunate visit with a ancient dragon. I would like to know if that had some tie-in with the cult as well.
Have you seen my scars?
I don't think that an ancient dragon would be interested in a farming town. So that seems oddly out of place and rather suspicious. Seems like every town we've gone to has either been catastrophic visit by some large creature or cults.
I'm starting to think it's just like us, but that doesn't feel right.
I mean, they're also always here before we are.
That's true. Like, you know, I know I'm pretty, but like, am I that pretty?
I don't think that has anything to do with a cult.
I don't know. You'd be surprised.
I think it's more that there's just a much larger infestation.
I'm not gonna rule out the pretty thing just yet.
Go ahead.
There's no proof against it.
I can't fight against that logic, so nor do I want to in this moment. About the corpses and about the intended reward that you had mentioned.
So about the corpses, if you wish to speak with the cult leader so badly, of course I'll let you speak with him. As per your rewards, you brought me one alive and two dead, so that will get you something nice. So, do you want the reward first, or do you want the talk first?
I would rather... Yes, we can wait for when we talk to him for whenever you want to, I guess, bring him back to life. That's a very disconcerting laugh.
It's not quite what you think. But why not? Let's get the talking with out of the way first.
Oh, okay.
As he snaps, you watch as a small group of like robed individuals, cloaks with hoods over their heads. You can't see their faces. Kind of come out of a door on the other side of the room. And you watch as four of them circle around the cult leader. And to make sure that if he can come back, this doesn't bring him back all the way. You watch as all four of them start, like, as he's saying that, start carving him with chalk, like on the ground, sigils, and like connecting them to each other. So the cult leader.
I am doing an Arcana check on that.
Can I too? Can
Sure.
Yay!
Yeah, I'd like
25.
Aw, man! Unfortunate. Hate to see it happen.
20.
All right, so Oliphius and Mihi, you understand this as basically somewhat of a spirit prison. Like, it basically just makes it so that way, like, say if something were to come back from the dead, it wouldn't be able to leave.
Yeah, they're making the circle to protect themselves.
It's a large soul cage kind of thing.
Mihi's eyes sparkle.
You watch as right before the last chalk connects to the last one, you see, like, it's not fully done yet.
All right. So will there be a certain amount of questions that we can ask him, or will this be full free reign?
there'll be a certain amount of questions you can ask him, of course. And you watch as one of the robed individuals walks into the circle, and you watch as he starts casting some sort of arcane, and all of a sudden he goes and touches the body, and you watch as like suddenly like air is starting to come up, like his lungs, like kind of its chest comes open, and like as the robed individual quickly jumps out of the thing, you watch as they connect it, finishing off, and you watch as it lights up.
Wonderful. How many questions are we allotted then?
Why, you're allotted. I'm making sure. 5 questions.
How many?
5.
5. But keep in mind, it doesn't have to be truthful to you.
1, 2, 5. Actually, Cal, would your Grandpa, would your zone of truth potentially work
I
with
was-
spirit?
Just about to ask that, and I'm not sure, but I could do it anyway, just in case, if that's all right, Lord Sebastian.
Let us make
Hold on.
sure that Cal and Caffriel stand far back for this.
Please.
Oh, actually, I would love to, but I'm a bit tapped out from all the fighting we've been doing. Yeah, it's a 2nd level spell. I'm pretty sure, at least. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I can't give you guys spell slots. I wish I could. That'd be so broken.
Actually, the new Barbarian Unearthed Arcana class can do that.
I want so bad.
yeah. It's fucking rad. It takes damage though.
Yeah.
I've been looking at some homebrew ones, and there's one for a Final Fantasy class that I absolutely love, and it's so cool. It can give people spell slots. It's so good. I like it. I want to play.
Anyway,
I wish. Yeah.
So.
What? I wouldn't mind a question each if we each have something specific we'd like to ask. If not, then might as well pass on to whoever has the questions that they want to ask. Like Mihi, do you have anything in particular you wish to ask?
I would like to get to the bottom of this, but I don't know if mystery.
You're cutting in and out.
I don't know. I can help and consult on matters of demonic nature and what their magic is doing, but as far as piecing together the mystery, I do not think that I can be that helpful.
I'd like to ask something. Unless...
I don't have the spell slot. We already discussed that.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he may not lie if the matter is pertaining to a group he does not like. He may answer truthfully about questions regarding the rolling ram.
That's what I was going to get into.
Yeah, so
No. Nothing else to do but to ask, I guess. Who would like to ask first?
Me, if that's okay.
Alright.
go ahead, Caffriel.
Do I stay outside the circle or do I step inside?
Yes.
The
The second, if you attempt to walk in, you'll notice that they try to keep you out.
Okay. So, sorry, I missed the part where
We have 5 questions.
Oh, okay.
The circle is just to keep anything inside.
Okay. Does his body look like...
It's being animated.
It looks
Moment.
it still looks kind of limp, except like you notice as like where like its eyes are glowing, kind of like a reddish like shine.
Like a more demonic fallen puppet?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. So should I consult my question with our group first before we ask it?
Go right ahead, Caffriel.
So the thing that I want to ask it, I'm not asking the question yet. I want to ask it if it knows anything about. Is this the rebellion leader? Or is this the cult
This is
leader?
the cult leader
Cult leader.
Okay.
of the Rampaging Ram.
I want to know if it knows anything about the how the rolling ram abducted me. What do you think?
Yeah.
Maybe we want to avoid it being a yes or no question, and
Okay.
You could say, what, out of earshot of the thing, what do you know about the abduction of Caffrael Grimsbane by the Rolling Ram cult?
Okay. All right. Wait. What were you gonna say? Okay. Good to know.
Actually, I have a first question that I think might help us figure out if they are lying or not.
Okay.
So he'll walk forward and say, do your views align with that of the Rolling Ram cult? Or do your views like intentions? Yeah, allegiance. Allegiance or intentions.
Or just tell us what you
Is what-
know of the cult.
we need to
Well,
I'm
determine
trying to
if it
figure
will
out.
lie
I'm
to
trying to
us.
figure out whether. Yeah.
What was the question you asked? What was the question? Exactly?
What are your allegiances to the Rolling Ram cult?
That's not what you asked.
Then what I originally said was, what are your views towards the Rolling Ram cult?
Okay, so basically the same question.
Yeah, basically the same thing, but
Okay.
yeah.
Trying to think. It would be. I'm trying to think like exactly how to word this.
Yeah, okay.
We have the same end goal, but they are useless.
Okay.
Looks like our hunch was right on the nose.
I think we should ask about the abduction because that has to do with something bigger.
Bigger schemes.
Yeah.
I do think figuring out what their main overall plan is pretty important.
Caffriel steps up. What do you know about the Rolling Rams abduction of Caffriel Grimsbane?
That they kidnapped her.
That's it?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll give myself guidance.
What's your roll on insight?
+6 for me.
I got a 16.
Then I'll give someone advantage. Mine's +4.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I rolled
7.
both. So that's 11 +6. That's 17 +3. That's 20. I meant to hit advantage, but I just clicked the thing twice.
Yeah, he seems to be telling the truth.
Okay. And Grandpa will just nod to the rest of the group.
What are the what? Oh, end goals? You notice that the command spell doesn't connect.
Good try.
Our end goals align with whom we are working for.
Should probably ask then.
We know it's We know it's Mammon.
No, these ones are Fiona.
one of
Rolling
them.
Ram is Mammon. Fiona is
Well,
Rampaging.
That would contradict his statement. Then he said that it was the same overall one.
Then
We could ask, like, what...
They might be working for somebody who's not... Well, they might serve different devils, but have an overall earthly person. Well,
Maybe.
not the goal of the devils, but, like, they might be united under... Yeah, exactly.
Because one of them is worshipping a devil, the other is worshipping a demon.
Yeah.
Nope,
Right.
they're both worshipping devils.
Okay, okay.
Oops. I still think if we can get some kind of big overall plan out of him, or at least some indication of what they want, rather than just to serve this one deity, I think that would be important.
Should I ask about the dragon or not? Do we want to do our own?
I do not think they'd be related.
I'm still incredibly suspect of that, but yeah, we can do some more research on the side for that. What about... What were their no, we know that. Their intentions for inciting war between the two nations. What was the end goal of inciting war between the two nations?
I think that might just be their
We could
big
ask
overall plan.
I think that's a good question, though.
We could ask if they're working for somebody else on this plane. If they're both serving somebody higher than them, like a government or another organization.
We could ask if the person that they're working for, whether it's tied to the governments of one of these nations. That way we can at least single it down to a governmental official. But we can verify that then.
I'd say go for that one.
Olympius,
Okay.
you ask it.
I'm gonna quickly write it down so I don't miss talk. Okay, how's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Maybe. Well, no. Wait, add group.
Oh, okay. It singles out one of.
Or you could
Okay.
just say,
Add
are you
group,
working on...
add group.
You could just add on to it and say, if so, what country? It's still technically one question, but two different parts of an answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then...
So, like, are you working for a government official or a government, and which one?
Okay.
I would consider that one question. But, I don't know, it kind of depends on how Adam would do it.
Okay.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
I mean, might as well try to fish out as much information as we can.
If a teacher could count that as one question on an essay.
Okay.
I'd say go for it.
Olympius will step up and then ask the spirit, or the corpse.
Mm.
Are you working for a government official or a group from one of the two nations? And if so, which country and what group?
Yes. I'm looking for the one with the most money.
Mm.
They
Okay,
do
so
to be all about opulence.
Oh, that did both questions then. They
Damn
used it. If the spirit left the body, that means he used up 2 questions.
but that's actually very good information that we know whoever has the most money is the one that's hiring these groups.
Wait a
It
second.
does seem like they just want to gather wealth, like all of the gold down there, all of the fancy, all of
Well,
the bougie, as Caffriel says.
Well, if you recall, at least Maman is a devil of trade and currency, so that does
Yes.
line up.
I know.
But I feel like they're up to more than just money.
See, I would know why the Cold War is happening, right? Adam?
No.
Or why? No, I wouldn't.
You've heard the rumors, but you don't know 100% the reason why.
Okay.
What are the rumors then, if you don't mind?
Oh, I mean, to recap, because I did say that at the beginning of the entire campaign. Some people think that Eidolon is just kind of sick of being, kind of like basically they're kind of sick of Yomar having the upper hand. There's some rumors saying that Yomar just wants to finally take over. There's rumors that that this has always been kind of what's going on, and it's finally coming up onto the surface. There's plenty of different rumors.
Okay.
Would
Okay.
I know rumors about like trade stuff or?
I mean, that's some of them. Again, there's rumors. There's
Yeah.
plenty of rumors, many different rumors on why this started. The general populace has no idea why exactly this war started. The nobles have like some sort of idea, but even then, it's like mostly rumors.
I think that at one point we talked about the Cold
You
War.
did talk to Phoenix, and he did.
Yeah, we
say,
talked to Phoenix about it when we were talking to him about his relationship with the Baron of Molthir.
Yeah, Phoenix said that it was a trade deal gone wrong. That's what he said it was.
Yeah, about the mithril
And also that the advisor
Yomar.
and also the advisor to the king suggested declaring war would fix the broken deal in some way. And the war was declared a year ago, but no direct attacks on Yomar. Forces were sent to the border, but only as a show of strength along the line of the country.
Yeah, and the mithril mines were specifically in Kawanog Cliffs.
Mm-hmm.
Odd that we have a
that's what the rumors are.
tea set now.
It's true.
The
we don't know how
piece of knowledge that is common knowledge is that mithril is not a mithril is not a naturally occurring ore in Eidolon. It is only naturally occurring in based on this continent.
So that makes this tea set real bourgeois.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Capriel didn't really blink at it because
Kawanog.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at least we now know that they're working for a group within the nations that has the most money. And a governmental official within the group that has the most money.
And from what we've learned of both of the devils, they like wealth and opulence, so that does make sense. And all of their hideouts have been incredibly bougie, as Caffriel says.
Not the one in Multhir. This one especially was.
Which coincides with, well, the two devils that they're worshipping. One of them is all about trade, and then the other is about opulence.
That's very true, Oliphius.
That is more astute.
Sebastian?
Yes.
Yes. I have a question along with the question about the rewards.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any rumors or is there any talk of which government official is richest?
I mean, all nobles like to put on the fact that they're richer than others. Whether or not that's true is entirely.
Yes.
Sorry,
Fair.
this is me coughing.
Are you okay, Sebastian? Do you need a glass of water?
I was choking on my water.
The wine can be. The,
The seagull busts through the window.
I would hit you on your back to try to help, but we know what happens when anyone does anything.
And I don't know the financial of different nobles, obviously. That's very well hidden and kept under wraps. Mm-hmm. Well, from what I heard at least, I heard that Omar is the one who came up with the trade deal.
Omar.
And I have no idea what the name of the advisors is. That's a very well kept secret. All I know is that it's a well kept secret and nobody knows what the man looks like, nor what his name is.
I can actually understand that. If the advisor is hidden, then that's an avenue to the king that's blocked from bribe.
Or a convenient position for someone to work their ways from the shadows.
sorry, did you say Yomar was the one who suggested the trade deal?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's what he said.
How many noble houses are there in Eidolon and Yomar?
Let me pull up my doc.
Why?
We can start crossing those off, and we can eventually find our target, if we even wish to continue investigating.
Well, I know in Eidolon, there's me in Base Mount. There's
Hang on, let me get my doc up. You guys are going to be hearing typing. I'm sorry. Actually, I'll just mute.
Fine. So obviously there's me here in Base Mount. There is Lord Eric in Multhia. And there is Lady Kari in Owentrawl.
I probably horribly butchered that name.
Oh, and of course, don't forget there's the king. He's in Rubier, of course.
Okay, so that was yourself, Lord Eric and Multhir. What was it?
Carrion, Oliphius.
Kari.
Carian.
Kari.
Carian.
Just Kari. Lady Kari and Owen.
Oh, gotcha.
Kari. In Odenshaw.
In Owentrawl.
Owentrawl. Oh wow, I was way off.
Yeah, I was too.
Okay, and then the king in Rubier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh. And that's here. And what about across the border?
Why, I think our young Caffriel would have that information.
Well, Let's see. There's the Riven Bloods. There's that's my uncle. Is Lazarus Rivenblood. There's the Feyenoords. I don't have any relation to them, but they have a very large family. And then there's the Damon Bruins. My mother came from there, so I have an uncle over there. My mother's brother is from that family, and then on my father's side, my aunt married into the Riven Bloods. So, and then obviously there's the king and etc. He's a different family from those three.
So we have 8 possible targets then. 4. Work. Okay, so is there any rivalries between the families here, Sebastian?
Isn't there always?
Very well-known rivalries, I guess, is the better question. There's always going to be some, as you said, Mihi, there's always going to be some form of rivalry. But any that would boil over to actually acting upon.
Like me, he said, there's always rivalries. Whenever you have lords who want more land, you'll always see them wanting more from the other.
I don't suppose any noble house particularly profits off of times of war, any kind of war profiteering through arms or soldiers.
Well, Rubier does have the highest amount of guard, but that's mostly because the king is there.
Not necessarily about guard, more... Is there any lords or ladies that deal with the production of materials, such as swords?
Well, Muthir is the trade capital.
True.
And of course, it would be very, very wrong of me not to mention that there is a mining facility a couple hours away.
And is that for base mount, or is there someone else that owns that in particular?
Why, I'm the closest to the Iron-Tooth Mountains.
I get that you are the closest, but that doesn't rule out that someone else owns the mine. Is why I asked.
Technically, someone does own that mine, but I own the land.
There. There isn't much more I can really glean on the situation.
Do you all think that this mine is something worth taking a look at?
In the sense, there's some kidnappings in that direction, and knowing that any kind of trade or wealth gathering is something to investigate, it sounds like a good lead.
A lot of wealth, I imagine, travels through here. Any possible leads? I wouldn't mind going down to the docks and questioning on incoming ships, but that's just me. Is Basemount closer to Molthier, or is Rubier closer to Molthier?
Basemount is closer to Multhier by a lot.
Okay, then yeah, we should probably check the records on that. Damn it, that also would have been a good question. Shit.
He is not.
This was after the fact.
No, it's not the 2 questions things, it's the location. I hadn't even considered asking about the location. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry.
I would definitely like to, I think, take a nice rest and head out in the morning. That fight took a lot out of me.
No
I
kidding.
agree.
I would like to
Well-
sell all these daggers.
But we might need them to badge in. Lord Sebastian,
Then we'll
I think,
hold on to 4.
I think that's probably fine for questions, and we thank you for allowing us to be here to witness this and to ask the questions that we had.
Yeah,
It's no
definitely
problem
wasn't-
at all. Now,
Come across any information pertaining to this situation, I believe you know who to talk to who would greatly appreciate it.
of course.
We
Of course I know who would want to know this information.
well, and despite all of our
I'll
misgivings,
roll an
it
insight
seems,
check on him.
Alright.
it seems that we are on the same side.
Still don't.
Yes, sir.
I do not trust this guy nearly as much as I would like to throw him.
There is still the matter of the evil portal, but the city. I know we need to figure out what's going on with it.
Mine's
If there's any-
After we sleep.
Yes, of course. I'm just trying to. Sorry.
No,
the mines
you're,
could
you're
absolutely
fine.
help
I'm
with
just,
that.
I'm just burnt and tired and
Mhm.
burnt. And...
Hey, me too. All the time, actually.
You're always tired.
21 on the insight.
Yo, he's hard to read, man.
Ooh, damn.
There's a little more I could get better than that. I got a 17.
Mm.
This guy might be.
Might be a bard.
Fuck. Okay.
Now, about those rewards. And with that, we're going to take a break.
Sounds good.
So we'll see you guys back in about 10, 15-ish minutes. Don't go away. We'll be right back. All right. Colleen, I put the Shadow Shawl in your inventory.
So, thank you.
No problem. So, your reward. First, before I offer you anything, is there something specific you would like, or is it dealer's choice?
Oh man,
I wouldn't mind a staff.
I didn't expect this kind of question. You really got us at on a surprise there, Lord Sebastian.
Well,
Could
just
we-
because you ask for it is not guaranteed I'll give it to you.
Oh, of course, of course.
Like me, he won't say to Sebastian, but to the rest of the group. Could we maybe forego material compensation to maybe have a staunch ally in him and get good information, maybe?
I mean, we've already made his day a few times, and we, not you, the jobs we've done for him.
If we guarantee we touch your hand 2 times a day,
Just Gunnar's like looking at you like,
it's a joke. It's a joke.
better be.
It's a Yuan-Ti joke.
Classic Yuan-Ti humor. He's a hoot at Yuan-Ti bars.
I'm a riot at parties. Anyways, person. I would. I'm making you a sword.
How are you making him a sword? You don't look like a blacksmith to me.
I'm an enchanter.
Ah, well, I might have something that would make your enchanting a little easier.
Oh.
Oh. I like the idea of both Grandpa and Olivia saying that at the same time.
It's like it's making a material. It's kind of like blacksmithing because it's like on a metallic weapon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I technically shouldn't do this. It was given to me as a gift.
Oh no,
But-
it's a regift.
You guys have helped me out so much. I feel like this would be more than welcome in this sort of situation. Gunnar. And you watch as Gunnar steps away for a few minutes. And then eventually he comes back with what looks like to be a sword inside of a it's not called a sheath. It's called a what's it called?
Tabard.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh.
No, there's like people think like it is kind of like a sheath, but it's not a sheath.
Scabbard.
Scabbard?
Scabbard. Thank you.
Yeah,
It's a
that's what I was
scabbard.
gonna say.
Oh, I heard tabard. I was like, a tabard's a thing you wear. Yes, a scabbard. Yes, it is inside of a scabbard.
I think you may
I
have.
think that is
I
a
think you
sheath.
may have cut out.
Aren't they the same thing? A scabbard and a sheath? I don't know.
They are technically different.
Huh.
Anyway, so he brings out what looks a sword inside of a scabbard. And Gunnar goes over and gives it to Oliphius.
Oof!
Okay.
Sorry, Cal.
It's surprisingly lighter than you would expect it to be.
Okay. Okay.
For you, for your enchanting of the sword for Mr. Calzarel, I bequeath to you a sword made of mithril.
into that a lot today.
Insight check? I would insight check, but like, I mean, he's
A
not like.
lot?
Oh, no,
What do you mean
yeah.
by a
That's
lot
out of character.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is quite rare, sir. Out of mithril.
Well, yes, the king gave it to me, but I have no use for such things, so might as well give it to you. You seem like you'd get more use out of it.
I'm gonna pull it out just a bit to inspect.
So as you pull the sword out, you notice that it shines very brightly.
I was
Seems that
expecting
it's
like a bunch of
polished.
paper snakes to shoot out. To be perfectly honest, I thought it was gonna be that.
I'm just kidding. No, of course I wouldn't give you such fake. No, I'm just kidding. It shines as if it like looks like it'd been polished like quite a bit.
What? Better sword overall, I imagine. Don't know too much about the materials, but I would have to do a little bit more research into the matter.
What'd you say, Adam?
Roll me an Arcana check, Olivius.
Oh, okay, cool.
And
Did
plus,
you
Cal,
know-
wouldn't you want a new sword enchanted, not your dusty old sword?
That's
us- Take advantage, because I have it per efficiency. Take it. Me,
Not much
he's
better.
helping.
13.
You get the kind of implication of this that maybe a higher quality material might hold the enchantment better, or at least easier. You're not quite sure. You just know that you get the implication based off of how he's treating this, like giving it to you for enchanting. Seems it will make your life a little easier enchanting it in one way, shape, or form.
Oh. Thank you. Very much.
I just tried to look up the difference between a sheath and a scabbard and found out that apparently sheath is British slang for a condom.
That does not surprise me in the least.
Nah, it doesn't at all either.
Is there anything else anyone else is looking to request? I got my thing.
Well, I'm not quite sure how much we're exactly to be given, Lord Sebastian. You said we would have less reward for bringing them back dead, and we got one back alive, I suppose.
Of course, let's say this counts as the 2 dead ones.
Oh, we still have the live person.
No, I think the sword was my... Wait, was my sword the 2 dead things, or
The two
my
dead,
sword the live?
yeah.
Okay, alright, got it. I mean, I wouldn't say no.
Or a scythe. You have a scythe?
Olivius, I also have a wand that I'm not using anymore. Use it.
And Olivius, don't you have that nice staff of bird calls?
Oh, that is being sold.
Oh, but it's so nice.
Might be being sold. The question was never answered if I can make dinosaur noises from it, because they are related to birds. I still really want to do dinosaur noises, just saying.
Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'll give you this. It does technically you wouldn't be able to tune to it, but it's so fucking fitting. There's no gosh darn way I'm not gonna do this.
More chaos surges.
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, I have something. I have a staff in mind for Olivius over here. Don't you agree, Gnar?
I don't like that. I don't like how he said that.
Yeah, I suppose it would work, yes. Yeah, okay. And you watch as he turns around and walks out the door, and eventually comes back with what looks like to be a staff, and it looks like the head of a cobra on top.
Fitting.
Is that racist? I feel like that's kind of racist.
You are a snake, aren't you?
Why, I'm very familiar with the Yuan-Ti race. Of course I would know that this would be something you would enjoy.
What exactly does it do?
Why, if you speak its command word, you can make the head turn into the head of a snake and bite people, poisoning them.
Hmm.
Dang. I mean, it would give me a really good melee weapon.
Does the whole staff turn into a snake, or just the head part?
Just the head.
Oh, okay. What?
I'm sorry,
Alex?
you
I was just saying that would be a very nice melee weapon for me in case anyone ever got close.
No, it's really good. Well, that is just wonderful.
I present this to you.
Take it. Very much.
And technically, I wouldn't say that this constitutes the entirety of the one alive one, but how about I give you the key to get into the house? Maybe snoop around yourselves.
Oh. To whose house?
Why?
Well, there's three people that we...
To the Claribold household, of course.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Why, I wouldn't dream of making sure that I would give some people the chance of not leaving on their own accord.
Dang it. No slaves. Crap. What? Wow, so, out of character here. Staff, sword, and a house?
Yep, house key. I don't think he gave us that.
He's not giving you the house.
He's just letting us investigate it. Although, we now have the key, so technically it's ours.
Frat house?
No, and no.
Frat house, though?
No. I'll burn it down before we call it the frat house.
Maybe
But with
if
a
you guys do
PH.
more stuff, they'll give it
I
to
know. That's why I'm burning it down.
You're no fun.
Thank you so much, Lord Sebastian. If we find anything of interest in the house, we will let you know. And from the sounds of it, sounds like we're looking to investigate the disappearance. Oh man, that seagull.
You really should look at your... You should really look into your seagull infestation in this town.
The popcorn out of this bowl over here.
That sounds right for a seagull.
You should really not leave that thing around.
We will, from the sounds of it, we're also looking to investigate the disappearances at the mountain. Thank you very much, and I don't believe I'm stepping out of boundaries and saying that, we will report anything we find to you.
I hope you all have a good rest of your day.
We're glad we made your day interesting. Sorry, Gunnar.
That's it. That's all he does.
That sounds about right. Classic Gunnar.
Classic Gunnar.
I give Gunnar a nod.
Now, would Mr. Bongo and Garnox please stay behind?
I mean, yes, Garnox, you're about to get a bag of Colden.
Yeah, I know. I'm so excited. I'll put chicken legs in the sandwiches, and maybe even some ice cream inside. Who knows?
Oh, that would be wonderful. But it was wonderful to work with the both of you. You were quite valuable allies in that fight. So thank you very much.
It's a pleasure to have you around. Hope we
Yeah.
see you again someday.
And I sure hope you find that divinator that you're looking for. And he holds out a hand.
That would
to
help
shake.
my circus quite a bit. No offense. You said the name was Caffriel, right?
My name is Burn in Hell.
That's not her name.
It's
Although, even if it was her alias, she would probably still introduce herself as Caffriel based on precedent.
But that rhymes with Caffriel. Caffriel, burn in
I hope-
hell.
I hope that you'll have yourselves a wonderful day.
I
And I shake his hand and I shake Garnox's hand.
see you burning in hell in your future. Oh no. Oh, I do.
I think you have a
do.
very good future ahead of you.
No.
On a faraway continent.
I think we leave.
Bye-bye now. And as you guys leave, the doors shut behind you.
I don't want to know what's going on now. Can we leave?
I believe sleep was demanded above all else.
It is getting pretty late at night because you guys
Yeah.
did wait a long while.
Yep, I think it would be nice to head back to the nibbly fish yet again.
I, for one, need to rest desperately because I love everything so much. My heart is full.
Does
That
anybody
word
else
you keep
feel like-
using.
Does anybody else feel like this day has gone on for almost months? Like we've been away from it so long. Maybe
It really is. When you wake up early in the day, it really does feel like that.
That is why my heart is so full.
So sleeping empties your heart? We'll get to that later. Anyway, let's get to the nibbly fish.
I feel like my
Alright.
patron kind of just.
So you guys make your way to the nibbly fish, and you guys make your way through the bar to get to the stairwell. And Oliphius, as you reach the middle of the room, you feel that weird sensation finally kick in.
Oh God! Wait, hang on. We did a short rest. Negates.
I thought it was a long rest.
Nope, it's short or long.
Oh. Well, that's not fair.
Do you want to roll to see what you would have gotten?
Got him.
Wait, did you participate, Oliphius? Because you were going around
did.
and doing all the mold earth stuff.
I thought you did
I
that before
did.
you guys took your rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rest of me
All
just
the
identifying
identifying
stuff.
stuff. Yeah.
He did the Molder Earth when I was doing my prayer of healing, which takes 10 minutes.
Damn! I was
Yeah.
so ready for that. I wanted that so badly.
Do you want to roll Oliphius just to see if you would
planning
proc?
that since the end of the session. I was like, oh, it's gonna go off right when they get in the nibbly fish. It's gonna be great.
I'm double checking that, but I'm pretty sure it says.
Let's see, what is this?
Oh
What is
no,
this
it does say long rest.
one? Haha! I was right. It goes off,
Fortunately, roll it.
motherfucker.
Oh, a 10. I don't know what a 10 does.
Oh,
That's
boy.
close, because it's like...
If you burn the inn down,
I mean, there's a lot of water in here.
yeah.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
Yeah, I can't
A lot
really
of
burn
places,
it
a
down.
lot of places, like, this is it. Although Caffrell would get hit by a fireball yet again, twice in the same day.
I'd
What
look
is
like
it?
Mihi.
What
Okay,
is
what's
it?
the target?
I love you, Mihi.
I guess you would get to decide the target because I
roll me
just
a,
cast
roll me a
something.
percentile dice.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Hit me, bitch.
What is he
Okay.
casting?
me
It just
anyway.
says I cast. Well, not just says, but I cast the spell, so I don't know
28.
if I get to choose what I'm casting at.
No, I'm choosing.
Okay,
All
fine.
right, roll me a d4.
Oh, okay.
I hope it's Mihi and she can just absorb it into her cloak.
You feel the sudden weird sensation as you feel suddenly this power suddenly start going towards your arm, and you lift you lift it up, looking like in a panic. And as your group turns around to ask you what's going on, suddenly magic missile as a 5th level spell gets launched at Capriel.
So, magic missile at a 1st level spell is 3, right?
Yeah, so
I believe.
So that's 7d4.
Roll. Pretty sure it just auto hits, right?
it does, yeah.
Yeah, it auto
hit.
hits.
Roll it.
Good thing
74 plus
we're
7.
taking a long rest.
Hey, Oliphius, are you
22.
feeling okay?
So 22 points of damage suddenly, as all of a sudden you watch as these 7 little basically magic bullets shoot out of Oliphius and goes right into your chest.
I'll catch her as she's launched backwards.
You said it was 22.
Yeah, 22 points of damage.
Okay.
Mihi immediately gets between Oliphius and Caphriel. Again?
Hold on. I put my hand on the spot where they impacted, and I cast Cure Wounds to my last spell slot.
Mihi is also taking a healing potion and jamming it in Caphriel's mouth. You gain 7.
Oh man, 4. So 11 total.
So,
Can I add
so
a
you
little
said
bit of
11
flair to that?
total?
11 total, yeah.
Sure,
Yeah.
go for it.
The energy was building, and it goes to his, I think I said it was his left hand, which he can't feel anymore because he got knocked out due to Kona Cold. So he thought it was dispersing, and it fires out of that hand at Capriel.
Yeah,
Nice.
makes sense.
Nice. Yeah. So,
Is this at the Nibbly Fish?
Yeah,
This
how
is
do
absolutely fair.
the people around us react?
Yeah.
Everyone looks around what the fuck is going on? You see a bunch of people stand up and get back. It seems like everyone's kind of looking around the fuck.
It's okay. Accidents happen.
Sprints.
what type of
Sprints.
damage was that?
Force.
Force damage.
So basically, it pounds against the metal on her armor, and it makes her heartbeat go all irregular for a second, and she convulses for a minute. And then the healing potion from Mihi and the healing from Grandpa make her calm back down and stop having a mini heart attack.
Oliphius is gone. Oliphius is gone. I'm gonna do a quick percentile to see.
Yeah, I guess it depends where he would be on the stairwell. If he was one of the first people up, he'd probably be going towards
out
the
into
room.
the streets.
Okay.
He gone, or at least as much as he can.
Mihi, your diplomat's pack. Let me see it.
Yeah, yes, here.
I write him
Hands
a
it
note.
over.
And note.
Yeah, I'm gonna DM it to Alex.
Hey,
And me.
And also Adam, yeah.
Gotta leave room in the DMs for God. Reading all your texts. I mean, that goes without saying.
All right.
Are you okay,
Send.
Caphriel?
yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. I'll be okay. I mean, I'm a lot better now. Thank you, Grandpa. Thank you, Mihi. And then she slips the note into the pack and she hands the pack back to Mihi. I just don't force it if he doesn't come back. Just let him come back on his own.
This is a bit worrying. He has done significant damage to us over the past couple of days.
It's not his fault, Mihi. You know how his magic is a little...
That one was not his fault. The lightning bolt, on the other hand...
I mean, that was from...
Well,
he was clearly seeing something horrible.
I saw something too. I don't blame him for that at all. I really don't.
I worry that his first reaction upon seeing that is to immediately lightning bolt, knowing his friends were still in...
I cannot fault him for that.
Maybe I can't. Maybe it's something else. Things have felt tense the past couple of days. Maybe it's just...
You're not wrong. I think that we've all been under a lot of stress.
Wasn't this supposed to be a vacation?
Oh, yeah, you're right. It was, wasn't it?
Everyone starts doing that, like, nervous laughter, like...
Anyone want to strip naked and go into the bathhouse again?
You know what? Yes.
Alright, I'm down.
I'll wait for Oliphius to come back.
Alright. You know where to find me.
Of course.
Yeah, us.
And Grandpa will go over, take a seat at one of the bar tables, and at a chair that's facing near the door. And he'll order a drink, the special if they've got it.
Of course.
Do they allow drinks in the bathhouse?
Yeah.
Only hot sake.
Just no glass.
Ah,
will order a drink to be delivered in the bathhouse.
There's actually in the gigantic like bath. There's kind of like a floating bar.
Ooh.
She'll order a drink there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, Oliphius, do you do anything special on your...
Before we get to him really quick, I had one last thing I wanted to bring up too. Sorry.
Okay.
Just while we're all in the bath, it's just, I didn't want to bring this up as well, but there's also the question of he's been lying to us or not.
What do you mean?
Just remembered after a certain somebody lied recently, just there were some things that didn't add up. I can't remember what the specifics were about that conversation, Alex. Just remembered that it was. What was that again?
it was when we were lying to Yanara about the whole situation, and you said, "Oh, I really don't like lying to people," and Oliphius was saying, "Yeah, no, but sometimes lying is incredibly useful if it gets you what you want."
Right.
And you asked, "Have you been lying to us?" And he said, "I don't know."
She'll relay that
was-
whole story to you too.
And
Yeah,
that
'cause
was
that
after
happened.
who lied?
We were lying to Yanara.
We lied to Yenora about something, and then that conversation happened. So she'll tell you guys about that conversation, but she says before, because a certain somebody lied recently. Glare
Who?
cow.
Oh.
But then she'll tell you that story. It just worries me. A combination with everything of him intentionally or unintentionally hurting us, his magic, and just him. I want to trust him. You know that I do. I've tried to help him, but every time I try, it just feels like he pushes me away. And after conversations like that, I'm not sure what to think.
I don't know how much he's lying because he wants to keep his privacy, how much he's lying because he wants to protect us, and how much he's lying because he's being malicious, because I feel like those are drastically different. My brother was one of those people, you know? Like, he was the one person in the world that I trusted the most, and I knew he was a liar. That was who he was. Like, I knew that he was just this spider in the middle of this web of lies. He's gone, he's vanished, and I know for a fact that he is just... I don't know the truth. And I guess that's why I care so much for Oliphius. He kind of reminds me of brother.
I just never thought having friends would be this complicated. Back when it was just me and my mother, it was so much simpler.
Well, among nobility, lies are common. Oh, did you guys hear that? That was adorable.
No, what?
Puppy yawn?
Damn it.
Also,
Puppy
You're frozen.
yawn.
your camera is like.
Sorry.
Oh, there it goes.
Ah, damn it. The internet's pooping out.
Okay, that's all I wanted to bring up.
Yeah. Go to Oliphius.
Meanwhile, somewhere else in the city,
Meanwhile, Lead of Doom.
Lithius would be making his way towards
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 what?
what?
the docks.
Oh.
Okay.
Seeing the seeing the note that Caffriel that Caffriel sent through, he would look at it, clench it, cast Frostbite, and then throw it at a wall.
You watch as the note
As-
shatters on the wall.
For making his way closer towards the docks. Eventually getting there, getting to the nearest gangplank outward, he would sit down and first off see if the boat that was on its way, see if that's arrived or not.
So as you sit at the docks, kind of contemplating yourself and looking down at the water, and you look up and you watch as that ship is making its way towards the docks. It appears to be maybe half hour away.
Half an hour?
We'll say about 10 minutes.
Okay. Don't have fly, damn it. In that case, he'll sit back and just watch the movements of the docks, watch for that ship to come in, and I imagine the various workers start unloading and whatnot like that.
Mm-hmm.
He'll look to see if he sees anyone he recognizes.
It's hard to see since you're on the docks and the ship is so tall, but you do recognize a voice.
A voice?
Yeah. It's a male voice.
He'll look back over to the city. And I'll look back to the boat. And swearing under his breath, make his way over to the boat.
Yep. So you make your way and you kind of start going up the gangplank. And at first you see you see people kind of at first about to stop you, and then you start recognizing people. You recognize the people who were on the ship that brought you, and they let you pass. Eventually you make your way onto the ship, and you see a man barking out orders telling people to get cargo, and you watch as a net comes up with full of cargo going up and going over to the docks, and turns around and notices you walking towards it. Ah! Oliphius, what are you doing up so late? In here?
Oh, I need to quickly double check something on
Double check
this.
you're remembering something.
Yeah, I'm trying double checking that's it.
We talk a lot.
Yeah, we do. Captain Ailden, I was right then. This is the Zephyr's bounty.
Of course it is. what brings you, like I said, over here so late in this city? I assumed you would met up with Mr. Rexingtrum.
Did. Through no fault of his, but through a lot of circumstances, found myself here. Too close to the shore than I would like, but the salt air is definitely a welcome reminder of the city. How are things
You do
back
miss
home?
home, don't you? Well, same as always, really. And mother's a pain in everyone's ass, but we try.
Hey, Quan, Becca, how are they?
Hikwan seems to be doing his studies like normal. He has been a little slower as of late, seeing as he doesn't have his assistant with him. Becca, you know, she's always doing her best. Studying up and trying to find the next best thing to study.
Yeah. One thing was never just enough for her.
Of course it's not.
He reaches into his backpack and produces a letter. I know I'm risking a lot by doing this, but can you give this to her?
He looks at the...
really...
Sorry, on.
I know you having it, and if she ever finds out that you have this or I've made contact back home, it would put all of you at risk. But please, can you give this to Becca or Iquan?
He puts his hand on your shoulder as he takes the note and says, "Of course. And we'll keep it a secret. Don't worry."
Thank you. If you ever have anything over here that you need help with, he produces the diplomat's bag, or was it? It was
the diplomat's pouch.
Diplomat's pouch.
Thank you. You have a way to contact me now. It's a magic bag. That if you find one of similar type, can think about me and put the message in there and look at it.
I will.
Thank you for everything that three of you did. I know it put you all at risk.
That's fine. I can understand where Equan's coming from, and I can see how much it pained you to stay, and as much as it pained you to leave, too.
I should let you go, but I'm glad that at least I'm able to let everyone else know that I'm safe and doing well.
Me too. Becca was asking about you, and it'll be good to bring back information and this letter.
Thank you. Wild question. Have you ever heard of a group called the Rampaging Ram or the Rolling Ram?
No, I can't say anything about the Rampaging Ram, but I've heard the Rolling Ram is a shipping company and travels here and there.
Do you know where they...
come to Vados, but we run across their ships every once in a while.
Do you by chance know where they originate from? We've run into trouble with them more than once.
Oh! No, they seem to keep that a tight lip.
Yes, they do. Well, if you ever do find anything out, please let me know.
I will.
Thank you, Captain Hilton.
It's no problem, Olivius. You take care of yourself, all right?
You do the same. And he'll bid farewell, and he'll watch to the side as the cargo or as the crew continues to unload the cargo. But eventually, I don't know, maybe about 40 minutes or so, he'll make his way back.
Okay.
Small, sad smile on his face.
Eventually, you make your way back to the Nibbly Fish, and Grandpa's sitting there at the table, waiting up. This would have been probably about an hour, maybe an hour and 10 minutes.
And he
before
just
Lift
kind of
finally
gives him
got back.
a warm smile, and he just takes a drink of his drink.
Ethan. Did you... Oh, okay. Never mind.
Well, unless Life has anything to say, Grandpa's basically just letting him talk if he needs to talk, and he's here if he needs him. But just giving him basically like an open invitation, just a smile and like I'm here for you kind of look.
No, he'll like do like a shaky like half wave, look at his hand, and then put it back against his side.
Is he heading towards his room then, or?
Oh, he's absolutely heading towards his room.
And Grandpa will just give him just nod. He understands. So, and after 5 to 10 minutes to see if he comes back down, Grandpa will head to his room as well.
Yes, I do. I... I don't know. You know, it's just a thing where it's like, you know, I apparently like, that's a thing I say now, and that's a thing that you don't say, so I just, you know, like, whatever, it's a thing. It's a thing. You know, I love a lot of things. And you don't, so I'm just gonna talk about all the things that I love. Well, I mean, you know, you just don't say that you love a lot of things. So I'm just gonna talk about all the things that I love. And no. Just to make it like, you know, I just love a lot of things. That I'm full of love. Obviously. Wow. she sounds like a bitch. It's whatever. It's fine. I just love so many things. I'm fine. I don't know what. I don't even know what there's to talk about. I love that drink. I love me. I love Grandpa. I love that pigeon that keeps showing up. What the fuck is wrong with it? Yeah, that one. Yeah,
I mean, it is outside.
It is diseased. I don't know what to tell you. Obviously, yeah. I mean, everybody loves a lot of stuff. It's life, people. It's the flow. It's the vibe, yo. The vibe. Yeah. Yeah. Good night. See ya. Me here. Sorry, I just reacted to her reaction before I got a chance. Before I got a chance to react to
know
myself.
that when shit happens, you can look at me and see my dumb fucking face looking like an idiot.
If it makes you feel any better, I was not looking at you. I was looking at my fiance.
Sorry, now I'm
If someone could like recap the face, that'd be great.
She was just like. So Capriel just kind of like does this and cool. The breathing is not me. I don't know who that is. But also like deep exhale, like like sort of like that. Like if I'm in the middle of the T-Rex's vision and I don't move, it can't see me kind of mentality. Like deer in headlights, like
Freeze.
This guy sits there for a while. Max blush emoji. A different redhead.
Alright, with that, you all go to bed. Mihi,
Yes?
as you drift off to sleep, you have a dream.
About sunshine and daisies and nothing bad going wrong.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Next
yeah,
morning.
it's
No,
fine.
I'm just kidding.
Cool, next morning.
So as you dream, you are in a dark void. Nothing around you.
Ah.
And then you watch a light come on, far away, like a twinkle. And then another. And another. And another. And another. And another. And another. And all of a sudden you start getting surrounded by twinkling lights everywhere. Everywhere you look. Hundreds, thousands of twinkling lights everywhere.
Ooh. Does she feel like she's floating, standing?
You feel Nothing.
Ah, like normal then.
Then you feel something on your back. And you watch as kind of like a red glow starts emanating from in front of you. Like in front of you, I mean. Like as it was coming from your back to the front of you.
She'll turn around.
You turn around and you see these big red astral eyes staring at you.
Hello?
You open your mouth to speak, but nothing comes out.
Hmm.
You feel, at first, nothing like before, but then you feel this presence, a pressure, begin to overcome you. Your head begins to grow light, as if a space is opening up with inside of it. Empty.
Does it feel painful?
No, it's not painful. It just feels weird.
Invasive?
Yeah, invasive.
She'll. At first, her reaction would be to struggle, but she'll try to relax and see where this goes. Do
As
I
you
feel
begin,
any kind of like? Does the presence feel malefic, or does it feel? Can I get anything off of like the presence of whatever this is?
it feels as you can't quite feel like a malicious nor a benevolent feeling at first.
Okay.
But as you kind of let go and relax and let the presence begin to invade you more, it feels somewhat familiar, but you can't quite pin it down. You watch as the eyes suddenly disappear with a flash. It overcomes, like the light overcomes you, and you have to close your eyes for the brightness that's so sudden.
Mm-hmm.
And when you reopen your eyes, you're in a room. A dark room with torches all around. You seem to be on top of a table. And this is when you finally notice that you are not you. You just see as if you are looking out to something. You watch as a man in dark robes, Vanta black type robes,
Cool. Contested color.
walks up and puts their hand on you. It feels.
I try to move away.
You can't. You can't seem to move. You can only see.
This
He
feels
pulls back
incredibly
his cloak.
violating.
It's Stuart Semple.
And you hear, coming from the cloak, you hear, ah, that took a lot of energy, but I'm glad I was able to seal you. You've been a thorn in my side for hundreds of years. And then you wake up.
She'll try to move. She'll try to like bolt up in bed.
You bolt up in bed and you look around. And you're in your room.
What time of night is this?
I would say maybe like 2 o'clock at night.
Is Gabrielle asleep, or would she like be woken up by Mihi waking up?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
At disadvantage.
Okay, can do this. It is Shoopa doop. That's a 9.
No, you're still asleep.
I sleep and hashu. Don't mind me.
She's like gonna be breathing heavy, you know, like making sure everything is still there. She's gonna look over for Grim.
He's on the nightstand like where you always put him.
She'll pick him up. There.
I'm sorry, you cut out there for a second.
Are you there, Grim?
Yes.
Are
you okay? You seem distraught.
Yes. I've never had a bad dream like that. She'll describe the cloaked figure and like the raspy voice and everything, and the old tired voice. Just, do you know anyone like that?
I cannot recall anyone who would sound like that or look like that.
Okay. Maybe it was just my imagination.
Are you okay, Mihi?
Of course, yes, I'm fine, always.
You
I'm
seem
always fine.
sad recently.
I want everyone to know. And, I mean, you know how I felt about certain people. And just trying to get over that, I guess. I think I just got ahead of myself like an idiot. I'll be okay.
It is not idiotic to follow your heart, Mihi. This world is very different from the one we left.
Yes, and I don't understand it at all.
It is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Unfamiliar.
Yes. And so complicated. People don't say what they mean, and they don't mean what they say. And nobody wants to do the right thing. Glad I still
People
have you.
are complex things. You never know what they're really feeling. I'm glad I have you, Mihi.
I'm so glad I have you. And she'll like hug him tight to her chest. And she'll fall asleep like that.
Alright.
Which spooky dream sequence is next, Adam? We rarely get to long rest.
Or maybe it's the fabled one spooky sequence. Or maybe it's the duo. Maybe it's the
Ooh.
triple. Maybe everyone has that dream.
Who's
Whoa.
astral projecting?
I hear it's a high level spell, but we do it often.
Oliphius.
Oh,
God, no!
The unexpected spooky dreamer.
The sudden
So rare.
Oliphius,
It's like
You
a
wake
shiny
up with a
Pokemon.
start.
It's like a shiny Pokemon.
She is blue currently, which is not the standard Olympics color.
Exactly.
I awake with a start, you say?
You wake with a start,
Okay.
and you hear in your head a familiar voice. You hear, Oliphius, I've been doing research lately, and I think I've come up with something. Do you remember... Wait. Who are you all?
Oh, no.
Con?
You hear nothing back.
Quan! No! Adam, you fucker, no! Cast lightning bolt.
Where?
At what?
At the darkness.
At the wall.
Yeah, it's a loud noise. So I want everyone to roll me perception checks. It's flat perception check. It's too
Can I
loud.
roll
Shouldn't
mine
be
at
a disadvantage.
advantage since I was already up and
Oh.
not very well afterward?
Yeah, sure.
Dirty 20.
You've been hit by so much lightning, you don't even hear it anymore.
Mine was 13.
So everyone but Cal.
Mhm.
You suddenly hear, you hear thunder, you hear a lightning strike.
As just, you hear a very pained coming from a lift room, as things are smashing.
Smashing.
Yeah, things are smashing. No, he's like,
Things are not smashing.
if there is a vase and or lamp, he is throwing against the wall. As he's just continues yelling, very staccato amount of "you bitch." Yeah, no. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Con!
Keep quiet! You're muted, Colleen.
Yeah, me
Oh,
and
I thought that I
Capriel.
was. Oh man, I've been talking this whole time. The girls are on the second floor and the guys are on the third floor, right?
Yeah.
All right, Capriel is gonna book it up
Yeah.
to the third floor.
The door,
will
swings
also
open.
book it. Mihi will also book it, quite literally, because she still has Grim under her arm.
Son of a bitch.
I don't know if you remember this or not, Adam, but are Olivia's and Grandpa's rooms next to each other, or are they down the hall?
They are next to each other.
I think
Did the lightning
someone
bolt go
here-
through my wall? Is there a hole in the wall?
No.
It would be out. It would be as much out as he could.
Oh, okay.
Light the wood on fire.
Yeah, that's the other question.
Roll me a perception. No, not perception. Percentage.
It doesn't light things on fire, though.
Oh,
Like, it doesn't light flammable things on fire.
Wood.
That's true.
Yeah, but it doesn't say that it lights things on fire.
That's true. It does. It does not say that. So yeah. I will say there
Right.
is a nice big black mark where it struck, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Grandpa will swing the door open, see Capriel and Mihi in the hallway, and run towards Oliphius' room and just pound on the door.
He's not opening it, but he's absolutely yelling.
Can I
just
roll an athletics to break down the door?
Wait, I tried to handle first! he sees Capriel, his eyes go wide, and he actually tries the handle, but he like, hold on! And is it locked?
Is it locked?
In his haste to get up to his room, he probably wouldn't lock it.
So it's like
but at
Capriel like leans back and like raises her shoulder and opens the door.
Grandpa throws it open and backs out of the way.
Do you want to roll initiative, Grandpa?
Sure, let's do it. Who gets it?
All
Oh, my
right.
initiative's so bad.
I'm gonna roll.
No, I got 2.
16.
I'm
So he's about to reach for the door and then just bam.
Oh,
16.
damn.
Well, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
He's gonna spend her entire turn just saying, "Don't do anything too rash."
Yeah, that's
Alrighty.
ignored.
That's it.
Ignore.
That's it.
Grandpa reaching for the handle, but like before his arm even gets out, just bam.
18.
Yeah, you know where to kick it, and boom! You kick it, and all of a sudden the door like flies open.
Oh, Gabriel's in there
Run
first.
in, and
Then.
you literally see the gigantic burn mark on the wall.
And then I'm just
yeah.
like, same. I feel you. I'm sorry. I turn to Olympius. Buddy. Friendo. Compadre.
Is Grandpa at the threshold of the door?
Yeah, it would be. I'm like right in front of the door. Capriel got in first, but you can probably see him behind Capriel, like hands still out, reaching for the handle.
Scrambling over to him.
What?
I need you
Olympius,
to cast sending. I need you to cast sending now.
Yeah, of course.
Is everything
who?
okay?
What's wrong?
To Arcanist Tiquan, I need you to send it to him now. Do you remember him?
Of course I remember him. What do you need me to?
Now.
Yes, I have. What do you need me to say? What is?
Anything.
What's happening?
Okay. What's going on? Contacted me.
Okay.
Contacted me, and something happened in between the conversation.
Okay. Hold on, and he'll kind of get into the room and just take a seat at the chair at the desk in the room, and he'll pull out a spool of copper wire, and as he's kind of unraveling it and sending it off into the air, it starts to kind of dissipate and disintegrate as he lets spools of it out. And he says, "Here, Quan, this is Albideatros Rexingtram." Those are 2 words.
Yeah, I know.
Thank God it's not syllables.
I love that Ethan paused with the fingers somewhat raised.
Olympius is in shambles. Are you okay? He says something might be wrong with you.
You get to whiff.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah. So as you send it out, you can feel it not connect.
Not connect, so it doesn't even get received.
Nope.
Olympius, it didn't seem to even make it to him. I know I have the right person.
Could he be not on this plane anymore?
Or some magic could be blocking what's going on? Did he contact? How do you know he's...
Who is this person?
My teacher. He was one of the people that helped me get here.
He's the one who, I actually have met him in the past. I helped repair some of his tools. He's an archivist and an explorer, and he's the one who sent Olympius to me in the first place, back in Colomar.
Oh.
Acted against her.
You what?
Acted against her.
His mother, I think. Do you know anybody who was on Hiquan's team, his exploratory team? Do you know where they are, where they were going? Or even who they are? I can do sending a couple more times if maybe they are.
How do you 2 know this person? Sorry, I know we need to act with haste, but
He was a teacher of Olympius's, and he helped him leave Vados away from his mother, and he sent him to me as a favor.
And he was moving against your mother?
Well, by bringing Olympius out of Vados.
Oh, see, look, everything's fine.
Sending did make it. Just took a little bit.
It has a ringtone.
Yeah.
It was just on 3G instead of 4G.
Yeah.
Spent a year archives. Away from my family that she would want to use. Here, and she never acted in such a way that she would try to retrieve me, so we thought everything would be fine. We got word. Was preparing. Arrive with a couple of her goons. So that night, friend Becca and one of her father's merchant captains did together get me on the ship in the dead of night and over here. Things happen to people who act against my mother. Some disappear, only to be found in the canals. Others disappear and are never found again. Or she'll discredit you to the point where living on the streets would be a mercy.
Out of character, if you're unconscious, does sending connect?
I'm not
Would we
sure.
know that in character? Can I make an Arcana check to see?
Yeah, me too.
Sure. That's actually a question I don't know.
I only got an 11.
It doesn't say.
I mean, people here actually know the
Well,
spell too.
I feel like,
I think it does happen because it says to hear the message in their mind, and even if you're not, well,
like
gets
if
into the
you're
complexities of what is sleep.
I feel like there's a difference between sleeping because you can dream versus knock the fuck out, like with it slammed over your head. You know what I mean? AKA dropped below 0 hit points and making death saving throws unconscious. Meta pigeon.
Me.
Caw, caw.
Caw,
Yeah.
caw. Coo,
I'm gonna call it and say, you know, that if people are unconscious, they can still hear it, like in their mind.
It still goes through.
It would still go through. Whether or not that they can respond to it is another thing.
Right.
So, even if they're like in a coma,
it would still connect.
Oh, ooh, yikes! That's gonna be a big ol' oof from me, dog.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
So if you wanted me to have a reason for her to be slaughtered before my feet, now you got one.
And
None of us ever doubted your reasons, Elias.
We didn't. We just wanted to have a little bit of decompression time after the scary, scary cult and the village burning and the almost war and the
nightmares.
And because that takes a lot out of that really raises the stake.
Adam, would I know anything in character about like what stops, like what could cause this to happen with Sin?
I mean, to your knowledge, the only thing that would stop it from connecting would be death.
Not even about other plane-ins or, shielding from magic?
Like anti-magic field?
It's possible maybe an anti-magic field could stop it.
She will say literally exactly that. It's possible that it could be an anti-magic field. We don't know for certain.
Regardless, means she's doing something.
And
Have
none
you-
of us doubted that you have your reason for this. It's just the method to pursue the course in the first place.
Have you heard message from him this way in the past? Is he still on this
No.
continent?
Oh, he was back in Vados.
He went back to Vados.
Yes, he's been there for since coming out.
Look,
Well,
I feel
when
like
I met him, he was here on this
Yes,
continent.
he was.
But I don't quite recall when that was. Maybe a year or so back.
And he said he was doing research.
Yes, I met Hiquan here during my travels, and they were doing excavating of, I believe, ruins, and I helped mend some of his tools and his team's tools. They were here, not on Vados.
He was doing research on a temple that was discovered here. It was about the ruins had iconography that was reminiscent to those you would find back in the mammalian side or the reptilian side of the world. The Arcanist sent a research team over to investigate.
look.
That's on this continent. And
Yeah,
he said that he was doing research in his message before it cut out.
Well, then he might still be here. I don't suppose. Actually, I mean, if he's at the same temple, I know where that is. Out of character, I don't, but Grandpa would. How far away would that be from where we are? Do you know where that would theoretically be, Adam?
That would so the ruins would theoretically.
You said it was to
probably-
Mammalian Death? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, they would probably be close to the Wishbone Mountains.
So Grandpa will very hastily pull the map out of his bag, spread it down on the floor, kind of weigh it down with a few, like an iron spike, a bag of ball bearings, gold pouch, crowbar, and then point towards the where we are in basement, and then trace his finger over to the Wishbone Mountains, and then kind of tap the spot. Around here, in the Wishbone Mountains, is where I saw his team. That's the temple that they were researching was about in this area, following this route I traveled through the mountains a while back.
I also traveled through those mountains a while ago.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Where from?
That's back near my home, actually.
I think that's the best place to start if we want to.
Yes.
It
We'll
is
go
further
there.
away from going to Vados, though, specifically. So
That's fine.
okay.
I don't. Much as I want to get back there and see if he is there and if he's okay. I imagine he is there. Like, I would know if he's there. He's in Vados.
That's where he was when you left.
Yeah,
Not where he was when I met him, though.
but that was a while ago.
Yeah, you met him like a few years ago.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know when Olympius left, is why I asked.
And that is no small distance to travel. We would not be there for several weeks or months, even.
the Feynords are at the north of the Wishbone Mountains. I don't know if that means anything to you guys, but it's worth.
Do you know any of his research partners? I could send another message.
Yes, that would be anybody that could be with.
Oh, let me go to my document on Vados, City of Scales.
My documents.
My
Fucking
document.
13-page document.
While he documents, I'm gonna get water.
It's only 6 pages for now.
I'm exaggerating.
Yeah, here it is. Yes, there's a council member Natol. There's council member Dolman, council member Palma.
Give me
Dolman
whoever
and
you think would be
Selkin.
most trustworthy of those who might be on his team. Or if you could describe them to me, I may have seen them when I was there with Hikwan at the temple.
These are all head researchers. I don't know if they would be there with him on his particular team. Palma would probably be the one that he talks to the most. She's a lizard. She's a lizard folk. Green scales, has a red frill.
Can you use any of your magic to make you look like her?
No, I don't have. Actually, do I have alter self?
But alter
I do
self's
have
not
alter.
like, but alter self's not like the same as like disguise self or like polymorph. Or something like that.
I actually hang on. Let me get to the ability. I
We
almost
have a-
remembered there's.
It says change appearance is one of the options.
We have
Yeah,
a
change
lovely
appearance. You decide what you look like, including your height, facial features, sound of voice, hair length, coloration, and distinguishing features. You can make yourself appear as any other race.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, if you can.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He'll change himself to look like a green female lizard folk, red frill, yellow eyes, bit of accenting on the frill from red to blue. About 6'1". And is there anything else you really need?
No, just as long as I'm familiar with them. You gave me the. You know, I know exactly what they look like and their names, so I think that should be enough to cast sending. And especially if I've seen them before too. So I guess that'd be up to you, Adam. Were they part of the expedition?
They probably would not have been part of the expedition.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, so
they probably wouldn't want to send a council member all the way to another.
Yeah.
continent.
Okay. All right, so I get out the spool of copper wire again, start feeding it out through my finger and thumb. As I do, it starts to disintegrate into the air, and I'll say, "Hello, I am a friend of Hikwan. I believe he is in danger. Do you know where he last was? Please help."
After a little bit, you hear, "What? What? Who are you? What's... I haven't seen Hikwan in a few days. He's been hard at work studying."
I imagine she was counting on her fingers.
I look to Olivius and I repeat what she said, and I say, "She didn't say where he was. I can do this one more time. If you know anything else, I should ask specifically. I need to know."
If he's researching, he would be down in the catacombs.
Do you know for sure if he's on Vados or if he's in a different place?
Well, if she saw him a few days ago, he must be on Vados.
If she is in Vados too.
Don't know where Palma would ever leave the city. He's definitely very much a recluse. I would ask you to do it again, but I know if we're looking to go somewhere dangerous today.
No, I'm perfectly fine. We need all the information we can.
You
Then
are
please.
important, Livius.
Please. And at this point, yeah, he is absolutely just sobbing.
Okay.
He's very much a sobble right now.
Aww.
So I'll cast sending one more time to her. Please, I need specifics. Where was he last? If in Vados, what city, place, where? We're trying to help, please.
1 second, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Okay.
Vados is
What?
Vados is the city.
Oh, I thought it was a country. Oops.
Now, the country.
Well, I mean, if he's in Vados, at least that'll narrow it down even more.
Yeah.
I asked for specifics, hopefully she'll...
Guys, I made this document for the city so long ago. I'm so happy I'm able to referencing it.
After a little while, you hear he was down in the catacombs doing some sort of research. I don't exactly know what he was doing, but yeah, he was here in Vados.
Okay. Yes, it looks like he was in Vados, in the catacombs you mentioned, Oliphius. That's where he was. And he, as of a few days ago, she saw him only a couple days prior. I think we need to go there if it's not too dangerous for you. I know we wanted to inspect these mines, but this, I feel, takes precedent. Hiquan was a fine man. And I do owe him a favor back for sending me such fine person.
But as much as I want to, as much as I really want to, I feel like I'd be playing right into her hands.
Well, what about this? You know, give him the mask of disguise. We've got the perfect way to keep you hidden there the entire time.
And you have us this time.
You're not alone here.
He'll snatch the mask.
Yeah!
I have killed people for much less. I'd just like to point that out.
Give him that mask.
Specifically, like 20-something people. I've lost count since I am not wearing all the belts anymore.
Alright, so I'm going to try to give you this item again, so I put it in chat.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Did you get it in the chat?
No, it's saying that unable thing.
I'll just boop, there you go.
Thank you.
It's underneath your knife.
Okay. Yay. I don't know if this is a happy yay or not.
What time of day is it? Is like early morning, like where our long rest is pretty much done?
I'd say it's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. Good thing I had sending as my prepped spell, but I haven't changed it because I hadn't changed my spells, so.
As hard as it will be, you should try to sleep and we can secure passage to
I
Vados tomorrow.
think this is the worst idea we've had yet.
We've had quite a few bad ideas, so I feel like it's just a drop in the barrel. Plus, we've made it this far, with all of us together.
Been up against
Yeah.
one threat.
Such as
The same threat.
Meh.
We beat a dragon. We can certainly take on.
Squirrel as a dragon, but yes.
You know what?
Grandpa, you're not helping.
What are we gonna do with Melody?
She was gonna get work here.
Is that what we decided?
That's what she decided.
Yeah, that's
When
what she
was
wanted.
that?
On the way here? I don't know if she hasn't left. She's been living in the nibbly fish here for a while now, but that's what she said she wanted. She can, unless she wants to come with us and on yet another dangerous mission, but I don't think that's what a young elf wants.
We can at least make sure we have enough money that she can be set up for a while.
We need to talk to Cal as well on this.
Oh, right, Cal! Oh, he's not here.
I'm surprised the lightning didn't wake him up. We're on the same floor.
And lightning's kind of his thing.
Yeah, that's what I've seen. Yeah.
Huh.
I'll roll up the map, put it back in my bag, pick up all my stuff that was weighing it down, and go over to Cal's room and bang, 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 bang.
Mihi will put her hand out really quickly on Oliphius and...
Hold on, wait. We were saying Tara? Alright.
Yeah. Opens up and he just kind of... How come your door is cracked open? Inside check! Oh man. Well, some things came up. Come to Oliphius' room now.
Damn, I'm so sad I'm not there to insight check that. Oh, that
man.
face.
And we'll very quickly fill him in on all the things that, transpired. I'll also cast mending several times on the door, fix the hinges that were somewhat splintered off, as well as on the wall with the black mark on it, as Oliphius and whoever is telling Cal all the information and stuff.
Oliphius will be sitting on the bed, the platinum mask promptly on his face.
Tuning to it.
The occasional shifting of his body up and down, as, one does when they are crying.
As I'm going across the wall with mending.
Okay, if that's the case, Gabrielle is 100% trying to put her arm around him because she cannot handle that.
Yeah, Mihi's on the other side.
He ain't putting up a fight.
Also grab Grumbles off the windowsill, put it on Oliphius' head.
Just you watch as he's kind of like.
He goes to the edge of the bull horns from the mask and just perches up there.
Yeah, he grabs onto the horn.
Yeah, she got a 26 to hug, so for the record.
Yeah, just fill in everything about message being cut off halfway.
-1 to hug.
Mihi's not a good hugger.
She hugs the bedside table.
Yeah, she misses.
Oh my god, me! She's actually, ew.
No, she's trying. She's just physically bad at it.
Yeah, she's doing the hover hug.
It's like that gif of someone petting with the broom.
Yeah.
I was about to say, and with that, I think that's a good place to end the session. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this emotional episode.
But
I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful night. I love each and every single one of you. And we'll see you next time.